Who's calling me? Did I just time travel? That's my backstabbing nephew who hates my guts. They are my son and daughter-in-law. And as for me, I'm the villain dragging her family through this chaos. The evil aunt, who ultimately gets killed by her traitor nephew.
Mom! Mom, you're awake, Mom!
Mrs. Jiang. Being a cheapskate is one thing, but the rebel army is already in the village, and you're still guarding this worthless dump of a yard. You refuse to leave. Aren't you afraid of being slaughtered?
Slaughtered, I remember. I'm supposed to be killed by this little traitor on the run. I'd rather die than leave right now. Fleeing for our lives isn't a vacation. We'd have to fight for water and food on the road. We're better off hiding in the mountains and farming. Wait until the rebels pass, then come out.
Geez. If you want to die, die alone. Don't drag the kids down with you. Let the kids come with me.
Then I'll leave them in your capable hands. My nephew is a good kid. I'll give him to you to pull your cart for free.
Good, great.
Getting rid of the little traitor who wants me dead. Just like that. What a lucky break.
I've wanted to leave for a long time. But in front of her, I can't show my true colors. Auntie, how can I leave and let you stay here alone?
Arui, go pack my nephew's bags. Let him go with the village chief. My nephew is the main character of this novel. A protagonist like him, I have to stay as far away from him as possible. Otherwise, I'll just be a stepping stone on his path to greatness and end up dying for nothing. Take care, Dad. Take care. Bye, Dad. Bye. Sigh. Pack up. We're moving to your dad's old charcoal yard in the mountains.
Mom, that place isn't livable. We should just go with my cousin.
What an idiot. He only listens to his cousin's crazy ideas about fleeing, without considering how hard the journey will be. Your wife is newly pregnant. She can't handle a long trek. You fool! Do you want to lose your wife? Clear all the junk off the ground. Lay down some fresh soil. And patch up the fence while you're at it. We're staying here from now on. Worked all day just to eat this crap. I'm back in the modern world. Having enough to eat and wear in a peaceful society was a given. Now it's a luxury I can only dream of. This place is way too brutal. I really want to go home.
Hey! Mom hasn't touched her chopsticks yet. We wouldn't dare eat even if we're starving.
Mom, what's wrong?
When you served me this porridge, you gave me too much rice. Pour it back into the pot and serve it again.
Mom, I wouldn't dare.
Why are we playing favorites with a single pot of food?
I eat the thick part, and you drink the watery broth.
Xiaoyun, listen to me. From now on, we all get equal portions. We all deserve the best.
Mom, what best do we even have?
Tonight, stew that piece of cured meat we have left.
Huh? But Mom, that's the only meat we have left.
We don't have much other food left either. Time to figure out how to get more.
Oh.
Ever since I transmigrated here, I've been searching myself over and over, looking for some cheat code. A magical space, a system, mind reading, or superhuman strength. But I've got absolutely nothing. Guess not every time traveler gets plot armor. I can only rely on my own knowledge now. Acorns. Once peeled, they can be made into starch, tofu, or wine. They can even be used as a staple food.
Mom, those green fruits are poisonous. Why are you washing them?
To eat at home.
If we eat this, it'll poison the whole family. Mom, I swear I'll only drink the clear broth from now on. I won't eat any more rice.
Xiaoyun, why are you freaking out?
Mom, are you trying to kill us all?
What nonsense are you sprouting? These are perfectly edible. You just have to remove the toxins first.
I can't talk back to my mother-in-law. Please, Buddha, bless me. Let me eat as little of this as possible.
Auntie, the village is on fire. Aunt John, over 20 refugees stormed the village. First they demanded water, then they started looting food, and now they're setting houses on fire. Uncle UK told me to come get the guys, to help chase them out.
Arui, go with Xiaowen right now. Stay sharp. Got it. Refugees turning into a violent mob. Things are about to spiral out of control. The outside world must be total chaos.
Mom, it's fine now. Uncle Yukai and the guys are guarding the village. Xiaomin and Grandpa Changgang moved up to the mountain to stay with us.
Good, come in. Get inside and rest. Uncle Changgang, what if those rioters actually come up the mountain? What do we do?
Uncle Changgang, what if those rioters actually come up the mountain? What do we do? If they really come up here, it's just our two families of women, kids, and old folks. We stand no chance against them. There's only one path from the village up this mountain. I'm going to seal it off.
Total isolation. My plan is solid AF.
Arise, Mom. If you need to grab anything from the village, you better go now. The path won't be accessible later.
Right. Don't be scared. Just close your eyes and walk. Hey, Arui. Do you know who has quicklime? Quicklime? It's great for killing bugs. A must-have for living off the grid.
Mom, I know. The village chief's house. He bought some for making mortar before New Year's and didn't use it all. It's sitting in his woodshed right now.
A second uncle. Uncle San, someone's here to rob us. Me? Robbing? I'm scared half to death myself. Who's robbing? Him. He's holding a knife. Haha, listen, you two. We're just passing through, resting for a bit, and then we're out. We've only got these rags on our backs. We really have nothing of value. Looks like they're just some honest farmers fleeing the war. Probably been robbed so many times, they know exactly how to act. That bamboo basket looks pretty full though. There's only two of them, and one's a woman. Should we?
Forget it. Ignore them. Let's head to the kitchen, grab the quicklime, and leave.
Hey, don't be in such a rush to leave. What do you think you're doing?
Ha ha ha, this is looking bad. I need to bluff my way out of this and find a chance to run. Go get Daniel and Ernio. Tell them someone broke into their house.
There are still other people in this village. Uncle Yukai. You guys come here with blood on your boots. You gotta pay a toll to rest in our village. Otherwise, you'll ruin our feng shui. Pay up, or no one leaves. Yeah, pay up, pay up, pay up. We're really just passing through. We don't mean any harm.
Mom, do you think Xiao Tian and the village chief are getting robbed out there too?
Knowing Ni Fantian, that ruthless main character, who knows who's robbing who?
This 1,000 cash is half of our savings. Why did Auntie give it to me? Is she trying to pull the same trick as before? Frame me for stealing. And then beat me in public? But she's not even here now.
Folks, we're being robbed. Grab your weapons and fight back. Stop. Stop right there. Stop. Freeze. You killed him.
Mom, is this acorn jelly really safe to eat?
Of course it is. But since you're pregnant, you should only eat a little to let your stomach get used to it.
Mom, this is actually pretty good.
Mom, the village is on fire, and it's spreading up the mountain. Such a huge fire. It's gonna burn the whole mountain down. We're all gonna be roasted alive. Mom, what do we do?
When a wildfire starts, staying indoors is suicide. We can't just run blindly either, and definitely don't head for the peak. You can't outrun a wildfire uphill. We need to find a wide open fire break. Ari, go to Xiaoman's house immediately. Take him and his family to the terraced fields I just cleared. Got it. Xiaoyun, wait for me in the house. I need to gather some rocks and dirt to bury our food stash. I'll come back for you in a minute.
Good Lord. Arui, how did your mum manage to clear such prime farmland on this rocky mountain?
Uncle, my mom says these are called terraced fields. You can dig them as deep as you want, and they can even hold water for planting rice.
Grandpa Xiaoman, once the fire is out, we need to start clearing land for farming too. Today, thanks to the acorn jelly Arui's mum gave us, our family finally had a decent meal. We can't rely on their charity forever.
Let's go, hurry! What are we doing there? That's the burn zone. Even though the main fire is out, there are still embers. It's dangerous. Why are we going there?
To grab some meat. Viti tall. The whole area is covered with roasted wild animals. Let's go.
Eat up. Xiaoman, did you get a look at the village? Who started the fire? Was it the refugees or the rebels?
Aunt John, I didn't even make it to the village. Right after I got up the mountain, I stumbled upon the bodies of Zhao Di and his wife. My grandpa checked them, said it was probably bandits. They found the mountain path blocked, so they killed them out of spite and set the mountain on fire.
Damn. Arui and I found these out in the burn zone. I'll have him take you there later. Eat.
Mom Xiaoman caught a huge snake. Uncle is cooking it right now, and he invited us over to eat.
Perfect, we can stew it with kudzu root.
Mom, this twig-looking thing, is it really edible?
Kudzu powder is a premium health food back in my time. During a famine, It's obviously a top choice for survival. Come on, let's go get some good food. Kudzu can cure a lot of ailments. When combined with other herbs, it can even treat stroke and paralysis.
It cures paralysis, though, then can it cure Daju's paralysis?
Uncle Changgang, it can treat hemiplegia from a stroke. Daju has full paralysis. They are two completely different things. Daju, what are your symptoms exactly?
Aunt Jiang, I've been paralyzed for 2 years. Right now, I can only move my fingers.
That's severe blood stasis paralysis. The golden window for treatment is the first 6 months. Once that passes, a full recovery is impossible. But with some treatment, it might not be completely hopeless. Daju, I'll prescribe you a formula. Combine it with physical therapy, and your hands should regain strength quickly. You'll be able to dress and feed yourself.
Mom, half of the soybean seedlings you planted have been bitten right off at the roots. Who did this? Xiaoman and I checked for ages. It was rabbits.
Farming on the mountain is just like this. Clearing land is hard enough. You plant it, birds eat the seeds. It sprouts, rabbits eat the shoots. Harvest time comes, wild boars wreck it all. You bust your ass for a whole year and end up with basically nothing.
We gotta get rid of those rabbits. Mom, I'll make a scarecrow to guard the fields.
If it's a bold and stubborn rabbit, it'll test it out a few times. Once it realizes the scarecrow is fake, it'll just keep coming back. Hooray, go pick some mugwort. Mash it up, mix it with water, and sprinkle it along the field ridges.
Rabbits eat all kinds of weeds. Will mugwort really work?
They hate the smell of mugwort. As soon as they catch a whiff, they'll run off.
Hurry, okay, I'm on it. Mom, it's late at night and raining outside. What are we doing out here?
This dark, rainy weather is perfect. Nobody's out. We're going to check on the village. Who knows if those bandits have left yet? Let's go.
Uncle Changgang, the village is completely empty. Shuyukai and the others must have been taken.
Zhao Di and his wife probably resisted, so they got killed.
Grandpa!
We buried Zhao Di and his wife. Since nobody's touched their bodies for this long, the rebel soldiers must be gone. Besides, right now, the entire village has been burned to ashes. We can't go back down for a while.
I really thought surviving here would be a breeze, and I'd just chill until the male lead finishes his storyline. But looking at it now, this world is brutal. If something happens to that protagonist, I'll be stuck here forever, living out the rest of my days in poverty. That's a fate worse than death.
Mom, why are you sprinkling quicklime into the wheat seeds?
These seeds have invisible bacteria on them. Disinfecting them with quicklime boosts their survival rate and yield. What's up? Did you need something?
Mom, what the heck is in that basket?
Oh, that chameleon plant?
It smells super weird and fishy, and you can't eat it. Should I just toss it out?
Go wash it clean. Then let it marinate for a few hours. Chop, chop!
Mom, I'm skipping this. I took a bite while I was washing it. It's bitter, astringent, and smells like fish. It's disgusting.
Yeah, Auntie. I'm not really hungry either. Can I skip it too?
Xiaoyun, just try a little. It's actually really good. So crunchy.
Whoa, why does it taste so different now? It's amazing.
Arui's mom, come check on Daju. He ate too many acorns and is foaming at the mouth.
Quickly, mash up these roots. and boil them in water for Dazu to drink. He'll be fine in 2 days.
Isn't this just pig and sheep feed? Mom, weeds can cure sickness.
This is called loach herb, also known as field chrysanthemum. It's an excellent medicine for digestion, bloating, and regulating qi.
Mom, you know so much.
That's why you two need to learn a thing or two. For the next few days, you're coming with me up the mountain to gather herbs. Let's go. Uncle Changang, hey.
Whoa, Erui's mom. Throw that thing away immediately. Don't touch it. It'll kill you.
You mean this? Uncle Changang, this is a wild yam. It's not toxic.
Yes, it is. Back in the day, we saw it look like a sweet potato, so we dug some up and boiled a pot. It was so bitter, completely inedible.
So you fed it to the pigs? Did it kill them?
Well, the pigs didn't die, but they had diarrhea for days and lost a few pounds. Such a waste. Looks like a wild yam, but tastes a bit bitter.
Could it be Huangdu? Huangdu? It looks exactly like wild yam, but Huangdu is actually toxic.
Mom, the storm is intense. The roof on Xiaoman's shack blew right off. They asked me to go help. All right. Mom, Xiaoman's family is okay. And they fixed the roof. It's just last night's flash flood washed away all our wheat seedlings.
It's fine. Uncle Changgang still has some sweet potato cuttings. And corn seeds, right? We'll borrow some and plant those.
But sweet potatoes and corn don't yield much.
They didn't yield much before. Probably because we were planting them wrong, leading to low yields and starving every year. This year, Mom's gonna teach you a new way to plant.
Hey, Auntie, Grandpa told me to take you and Erui down to the pond.
For what?
Grandpa said, the edge of the pond is completely covered in crabs, eels, and fish right now. He wanted me to bring you guys to help gather them up.
Mom, these snails barely have any meat in them. It's mostly just mud and sand. Completely inedible.
Then don't eat it.
Mom, can I have another bowl?
No, this bowl is saved for Xiaoman and his family.
Aunt Zhang, refugees have moved into the village. The village is burned to the ground, and the field ridges are destroyed. Why would refugees want to settle there? Beats me. I saw them pitching a tent and collecting bricks to fix up a broken wall. Looks like they plan on staying.
Xiaoman, we need to play it safe. Avoid running into them for now. Got it. In about a month, the crops on the mountain will be ready for harvest. We should try to lay low and avoid trouble.
I'm just worried they'll come up here looking for food. If we bump into them then. Auntie, do you have a way to deal with them?
Xiaoman, take your rabbit traps and dig them wider.
Okay.
Arui, craft some more javelins. I'm gonna go gather some nerve-paralyzing toxic herbs, crush them into a juice, and coat the tips.
Got it. Mom.
With our group being nothing but women, kids, and the elderly, we have to be fully prepared, or we won't make it out of this.
Mom, the markers you had me set up over there have been moved. Refugees must have crossed through.
Brother. Ah.
That's Chunfeng, brother?
Brother.
What are you waiting for? Go save her!
Don't touch me. Ah. Ah.
Chunfeng, weren't you supposed to be with your village, fleeing to the prefecture capital? Why are you here?
Our villagers were conscripted by the rebels halfway there. The women were forced to cook and do laundry. The men do manual labor.
Are you saying the people who entered the village are rebels?
Yes. Then this guy? Is he a rebel soldier too? He's not a rebel. He's a refugee. Oh, but don't worry. The rebels don't care if refugees live or die. Dead is dead to them.
But why are the rebels stationed in Shu Village?
They are marching on Yujo City. Passing through here. For a one-day rest.
Mom, then. Xiaotian and the village chief fled, straight to Yuzhou City. With a war breaking out there, do you think they'll come back?
In the novel, the protagonist leads the villagers to join the rebels and storms Yuzhou City. They've probably already entered Yuzhou City. They won't be coming back. You're okay. Uncle Chenggang, what's wrong?
A pack of wild boars broke into our cornfield, and they're eating all our corn.
What? We're screwed! After wild boars ravage a field, there's literally nothing left. No way, I'm gonna go fight them!
Hey, Arui, don't be reckless. Your life is worth more than that food. A full-grown wild boar weighs 400 to 500 pounds and is insanely strong. If you just charge at it and get caught by its tusks, your bones will be completely shattered.
Then what do we do?
Arui, here's the plan. Go find Xiaoman and grab all our wooden javelins coated with paralyzing poison. Hurry up. Uncle Changeng, go prep some torches.
Boars are afraid of fire. Right, got it.
Also, there's a deep ravine south of the cornfield that happens to have traps set in it. We wait for our moment, herd them that way, and take them all out.
Okay, I'm on it.
Piggies, you had fun eating my crops. Now don't blame me for enjoying your meat.
Mom, these 6 giant wild boars. The few of us couldn't finish them in 2 years. What do we do with it all?
We can make smoked jerky, render lard, cure the meat, or make sausages.
Aunt John, the rebels are back in the village. I hid behind a broken wall in the yard and heard them saying they call themselves the new army now. They're setting up a medical tent to treat wounded soldiers from the Yuzhou City battlefield.
Zhudong, first batch of 50 wounded, and we've already buried 3. What kind of medical officer are you?
The logistics are failing. I have 0 meds for inflammation, fever, or stopping bleeding. What am I supposed to do?
Then go find some herbs.
I'm a doctor, not a forager. I only recognize the prepared herbs in a pharmacy. I don't know the wild plants on the mountain.
Medicine is medicine. What does it matter where it comes from?
Herbs have hierarchies, and a doctor's place is respected.
Zhudong, you're under military orders too. If these wounded men die, both our heads will roll. If you don't go look for herbs right now, I'll chop your head off myself.
Why you make the laborers go look? When they bring it back, I can tell if it's the right stuff. Hurry up.
Aunt John, some refugees came up the mountain and robbed the herbs me and Arui picked. What? Where are they now? Aunt John, there were 4 refugees in that gang. We've already got them tied to a tree.
Sirs, ma'am, spare our lives. We're just honest folk, not bandits.
Shut it! Why did you steal our herbs?
The new army forced us up the mountain to find herbs. If we couldn't find any, we'd.
How many of you came up the mountain in total?
Only about a dozen.
We have to let them go. Or the military will come looking for us.
But they'll definitely snitch on us when they get back, and we'll...
That's why we need to think long and hard about how to deal with the military.
Is this brewed with honeysuckle and pagoda flowers? A perfect remedy for the heat. Haha.
Officer Shu, you really know your stuff.
It is indeed brewed with honeysuckle and pagoda flowers. Old Jay, do you forage for herbs? Could you bring out the other herbs you have? And let me take a look, Officer XU.
These are the herbs we usually pick. We have a dozen more sacks in the storeroom.
Wow, they're all sliced and portioned out. You didn't just throw random stems and bark into a pile. And you've got several herbs I urgently need. This is fantastic. Old Jay, what do you want in return?
Well, we're short on food and oil up the mountain. Could we trade some herbs for supplies?
Thank you for the herbs, folks. I'll have someone prepare for you right now. 10 pounds of salt, 10 of flour, 10 of white rice, 3 pounds of oil, and a bag of sugar.
Oh my, thank you, sir.
If you need anything else in the future, you can always trade herbs or mountain goods for it.
I thought they'd give us a hard time. Didn't expect this soldier to be so reasonable. Right now, their medical tent is desperate for medicine, so they're playing nice. But who knows what will happen later.
Hey, Boss Lee. Look at all that rice, flour, and oil they've got. That's worth at least 5 taels of silver. If we had that kind of money, we could find a much better village to settle in and comfortably survive the winter. Those 2 kids are ruthless. Man, they're tough to deal with. Are you kidding? With this many of us, how can we not handle 2 brats? Yeah. Let's move.
Auntie, we're being followed. Let's take a different route. Auntie, there are hidden pits on this slope. Step exactly where I step. Don't make a misstep.
Got it, you just keep moving forward. Don't look back. Yeah.
Hurry up, catch them. Ah, ouch, damn it. I stepped on some thorny weeds. These things sting like crazy. What is wrong with you guys? Are you seriously that clumsy? You can't even walk without tripping over yourselves? I think I stepped in a rabbit hole and twisted my ankle. These pits were dug on purpose. We're settling this score today, period. AHH. Run. Keep running.
Auntie, are you okay?
I'm gonna kill you. Grab them. Tie them up. Wrap this up fast. There are more people up the mountain. What's wrong with the mountain?
Aunt Jung, while checking the medical tents, we found bandits hiding among the refugees. These 3 were among them. And a few more headed towards your place.
You said you saw over a dozen refugees heading our way? Oh crap, strap Dazu to your back immediately. Grab your wife, Chunfeng, and the rest. Let's move, we need to hide.
Got it, hurry!
Out of my way, you old hag. This house and the yard belong to me now.
You filthy rioters.
Yeah,
Ah, Auntie.
I'm fine.
Mom, Chow Yun is going into labor.
Really? Hey, Xiaoman. Go grab our big rooster and trap it under a wash basin. Put a knife on top of the basin to ward off evil and keep her safe. Hurry! Oh, please, God bless her.
Aunt Jiang, those bandits' heads have all been sent to the county office.
The matter is settled. You take all the credit. Why come to me?
Aunt Jiang. Magistrate Zhang accused Captain Zhang of killing innocents for credit and wants to punish him.
How did that happen?
Those people were emaciated, had calluses on their hands, and frostbite on their feet. They clearly looked like refugees. And their families said they only went up the mountain to pick wild fruit, accidentally wandered onto someone's property, and were killed by you claiming they were bandits.
Magistrate Zhang, please allow me to explain what actually happened. There were 2 groups of people. one up the mountain and one down below. The group at the bottom blocked the road to rob us, with the intent to kill. The group on the mountain barged right into my home, beat up an old man, and stole our food. How is that any different from bandits?
So that is what actually transpired.
In the end, those people were never officially labeled as bandits. Magistrate Zhang said, "They have already paid the appropriate price, so the matter is dropped." And their families were escorted back to their hometowns.
Grandpa Chenggang, Mom! Xiaoman and I found a huge snake. Well, it's shedded skin.
Dried snake skin can be used as medicine. It dispels wind and calms fright, removes cataracts and stops itching, detoxifies and reduces swelling. It's great stuff.
Have a seat, Aunt Jiang. That snakeskin is a rare treasure indeed. The pattern is lustrous, and it's completely intact without any tears.
Officer Shu, I'd like to trade it for some urgently needed supplies.
What do you want to trade for?
Officer Shu, I want a small steel yard for weighing herbs, and a copper pot.
Is that all you want?
If it's not too much trouble, could you also give me an herb grinder and a cutter? I want to process some medicines myself.
What food do those refugees want? Denied. If they keep eating like this, my wounded soldiers will starve.
Why are these refugees asking the medical tent for food? Hasn't the government distributed any relief grain? The new army and the officials just secured this territory. Shouldn't they be trying to win people over?
No. With years of war everywhere, the granaries have been empty for a long time.
Looks like it's my turn to be a dark horse savior and help these people out.
Sir, this is the acorn powder Aunt Jiang sent, made into jelly.
This tiny bowl is surprisingly filling. Go tell Aunt Jiang to keep this acorn powder recipe a secret for now.
Yes, sir.
Once I report this to the court and it's promoted nationwide, solving the national famine, the immense wealth and power that will follow. Ha 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 ha! Brilliant! Quickly, bring the refugees to me and clearly explain how to make this acorn powder. We must ensure everyone has a full stomach.
Okay, Aunt Jiang, you're a true saint. Sir, these refugees think the green fruits are toxic and don't believe they're edible. What do we do?
Go gather all the soldiers who can walk and all the refugees in front of the medical tent. Yes, sir. Also prepare a basin of acorns and summon Mrs. Jiang. Have her demonstrate the preparation publicly to prove the fruit is edible.
Sir, didn't you say this couldn't be leaked?
The word is already out. Am I supposed to stop it from spreading further? This is a life-saving method. Prepare a carriage as well. I'll be taking Mrs. Jiang to the county office to claim her reward later.
Yes, sir.
Sir, ha ha ha, Magistrate Jiang has performed such a massive service. I will definitely report this to Lord Zhou. Thank you, sir. Also, what kind of reward would you like, Mrs. Jiang? Clothes?
This commoner, but currently the official granaries are empty, and there's a shortage of silver and gold. Let's hold off on any rewards until the future. I can't accept an empty promise. Who knows if it'll ever be honored in the end? How about rewarding me with a good reputation instead? Something I can flex when I get back to the village.
Very well, that's human nature. Then I will personally write a calligraphy scroll for you. How does that sound?
I've heard Lord Zhou holds a higher rank. Could I ask Lord Zhou to write a scroll for me instead?
Very well. You've done a great service to our nation. I will request Lord Zhou to write one for you personally.
An autograph from Lord Zhou himself is worth way more than silver. Thank you, sir.
Aunt Jiang, I'll order the guards to keep a close eye on the mountain. No more refugees will harass you up there.
Aunt John, we're not going up the mountain, and we're not heading back to the village. What are we doing staying in town?
The guards told me the Huo family runs the biggest pharmacy in the county. Let's go check it out, yeah.
Aunt Jiang, your herbs are incredibly clean, perfectly sliced and diced to standard. Our shop will buy them at top price. However, these silk tree flowers are the wrong kind. We can't accept them. There are two types of silk tree flowers. The standard ones are light red.
These are wild silk tree flowers. They're pale yellow, but the medicinal effects are identical. Both calm the nerves, relieve stress, and treat insomnia and anxiety.
Give me a second. Wild silk tree flowers definitely work. From now on, our shop will buy these at top price too.
Remember this, you two. Whenever you do business in the future, always work with smart people. Because the moment a problem pops up, the first thing they do is look for ways to solve it themselves, instead of just shifting the blame and pointing fingers.
Aunt John, but you used to blame others all the time.
Well, my advice was only half the truth. If you actually want to piss someone off and pick a fight with them, then do the exact opposite. Blame absolutely everything on them. Let's go.
Ow, Grandma, it hurts.
Did Xiaoman cause trouble again and get a beating?
No? Then what's he screaming about?
Oh, him. Last night, he caught a nasty cold. So Grandma here is giving him a tongue oil back scraping. It hurts so much.
Damn, he sounds like he's being tortured. Let me go check. Grandma.
Gentle, it hurts. What are you yelling for? Just a few more scrapes and you'll be fine.
Ouch. Auntie, did you bring me any medicine? I'd rather drink medicine. I'll take pills, no matter how bitter.
Keep dreaming, kid. Your auntie works hard to make those pills. We're not wasting them on a little cold. Just a few more scrapes.
Auntie let me take over.
Auntie, can we just skip the scraping?
It won't hurt. Yeah, right.
Hey, it actually doesn't hurt.
For a cold, you don't need to scrape the whole back. And you definitely don't need to use a lot of force. You just need to stimulate the Fengqi points. And Fengmen acupoints. That's enough to do the trick.
Mom, Captain Zhang sent someone over. Said a few families who fled the village have returned, and asked if you want to go see them.
Who's back?
Mom, 5 families came back this time, including Xu Changshou's family.
They're a piece of work.
Tell me about it. Back when Dazu got paralyzed, not only did they refuse to help, they said Dazu being a cripple was worse than being dead. That's why the 2 families cut ties completely.
Sigh. Eroi's mom, the mountain path is tough. We shouldn't bother going down.
They're staying in the medical tents right now. If they catch wind of what we have up here, they'll probably come knocking anyway.
Grandpa Changshu, Grandpa Changgang and the others have food. And they're even raising rabbits. Why don't we go borrow some? We can pay them back after the harvest. Yeah. Let's go find them. Xu Changgang, I busted my ass climbing up this mountain to see if you were dead or alive, and you won't even open the damn door?
I'm not dead. Even if you die, I'll still be kicking.
I'm telling you. I'm standing right at your door. If you don't open up, I'll smash my head against it and die right here.
Whoa! Hey! Don't!
I'll bash my brains out.
Arui, go help Uncle Changgang kick them all out.
Xu Changgang, you've got plenty of food and drink for yourself, but you don't give a damn about your own cousin. Just die up here on this mountain, and don't ever show your face in the village again.
Aunt Jiang. Open it up and take a look.
Daejin, where's this grain from?
Aunt Jung, this is distributed by the royal court. Magistrate Zhang told me to bring you a bag.
This uniform. Are you working at the county office now?
Thanks to your blessing. Last time I went to the county office with you, Magistrate Zhang remembered me. After my injuries healed, I went to seek a job, and he kept me on as a bailiff. So I secured a decent gig.
That's officially a government job now. Ha ha ha. I hear the bailiffs are divided into 3 squads. Which one are you in?
I'm in the strong squad. Aunt Jiang, the county office is short-staffed right now. If you want Arui and Xiaoman to get a decent job, now is the perfect opportunity.
This is probably Magistrate Zhang's idea. Xiaoman is too reckless and impulsive. He's not suited for a government job. Thanks, Daejin. But we've got things to handle at home. They can't go.
All right. Oh, by the way, one more thing. The front lines are locked in a stalemate, and the new army is strapped for rations. But Lord Zhou is compassionate. All the grain taxes this year will only be collected at a 10% rate.
They're demanding taxes already?
Just 10%?
Got it.
Oh, right. Aunt Jiang, those anti-inflammatory pills you gave me, do you have any more?
I gave you 60 pills last time. How are you out already? Who got sick?
Well, here's the thing. Magistrate Zhang took us to the countryside to oversee the farming. He caught a chill and got a fever on the way, so I gave him 3 pills. After taking them, he recovered instantly. He said the medicine works wonders, so he took the rest of the pills and handed them out to the sick villagers. And Auntie, Magistrate Zhang says he wants to partner with you.
Partner on what?
He says, since you own the recipe, you should produce the pills, and the government will step in to sell them. It benefits the nation and the people, and counts as a great deed of karma.
All right.
Grandpa Andy, Captain Zhang is registering the household census at the bottom of the mountain. He says locals need to bring their land deeds to claim their property. Anything left unclaimed will be leased out to the refugees.
Advisor Zhang, I lost my household register and land deeds, and haven't gotten replacements yet.
Report your household members first, then your land acreage. We'll reissue them for you right now.
Oh, so here's the situation. Our family used to have 8 people. Now there's only 4. My dad had a plot by the ditch, called Shukutian and Huduan. What are their names?
How old? Give me the details, and the exact acreage of the land. Find 5 people to vouch for you.
I need 5 witnesses.
What? You can't find anyone to vouch for you?
I can testify.
The land he's claiming isn't his at all.
Shukushin belongs to the village chief's family. It's the most fertile plot in our village.
And Huituan is my family's land. Here's the deed. The audacity, Shu Yaozu! You dare try to scam land from me. Guards, drag him away and give him 5 lashes with a military baton.
I didn't. I swear I didn't.
Mom, Xiaoman busted Grandpa Changshu's head open. Now Changshu is demanding Xiaoman's land as compensation.
What happened? Let's go.
I was just minding my own business walking by the wall, and you come up and start hammering on me. You busted my head open. You're not leaving until you pay up.
Xiaoman, how did you manage to give him a wound like that?
Aunt John, I have no idea what happened. I just walked right past him, and suddenly he just slammed his own head into the wall.
You're totally lying. Smashing into a wall hurts. Who would be stupid enough to do that?
Did you see Xiaoman hit him with your own eyes? Advisor Zhang, you have a lot of experience. Could you please take a look and tell us what kind of wound this really is?
That's clearly a blunt force injury from hitting a mud wall corner.
I got knocked dizzy. I probably remembered it wrong. Xiaoman, Grandpa got a little confused. Let's just drop this, huh?
Drop it? You tried to scam your own nephew and failed? Who knows what else you're capable of? Advisor Zhang, this involves too much. We should take this to the county office.
What?
Captain Zhang, I've noticed recently, a lot of the soldiers have been coughing. I'll go prepare some Hualian, Asarum, and Scutellaria roots, and bring them over later.
Do as you see fit. You don't need to deliver herbs anymore either. The medical tent is being dismantled.
Why the sudden teardown?
The new army conquered Anzhou. All the wounded are being moved there, so naturally, this tent is no longer needed. Zhu village happens to be right between Anzhou and Yuzhou, so the new army is going to build a massive courier station right here.
Mom, with them building this station, I'm worried our village's ancestral homes are all gonna get seized.
The land along the main road is all residential property. Once they chop down these trees, they can just build new houses. Actually, once the station is built, there will be carts and horses everywhere. Hitching a ride or sending goods will be so much easier.
You're right, Mom.
Oh, right. I heard the market in Lihua town is open again. Let's go check it out tomorrow. Junkus grass. This goes for 50 cash a pound.
Way too expensive.
Mom, several people came by and said it's too pricey. We can't sell any of it. What should we do?
Let's head over to the pharmacy in town.
Okay.
Let's go.
Your Junkus grass is pretty good, but I can only offer 90% of what it used to go for.
Why did the price drop?
My grandfather used to buy herbs for charity, not profit, solely to do good. So he always paid top dollar. But if we keep that up, we won't just lose money, we'll have to shut down completely. I have to control costs to keep this pharmacy afloat.
So what's the going rate for Junkus grass right now?
35 cash a pound. Can you accept that, Auntie?
Fine. Then tell me, the prices for other herbs too, like deer antler velvet and plantain weed.
You two ungrateful jerks. You'd rather sell your stuff than give it to us.
Wang Xiaoju, could you stop acting like... It sounds as if my things belong to you by default.
That's not how this works. I'm your cousin. She's your cousin-in-law. Everyone is struggling right now. What's so wrong with helping us out a little? Right, guys?
Mom, look at them. They're just grabbing stuff without paying.
Hey, what are you doing?
Mrs. Jiang, my sister says you hit her. Why did you hit her?
When did I ever hit her? She clearly fell over by herself. Brother Wang, it was your sister who...
Whatever my family does is none of your business to discipline. And now I'm gonna hit back.
Seems like you guys haven't tasted real pain before. Huh? Listen, when the rebels and bandits attacked, did you ever win a fight against them? Let me tell you, the only reason we're standing here right now is because we've seen blood.
I don't buy that for a second. A woman and two scrawny kids. What can you do?
Move one more muscle, I dare you.
Whoa, easy there. Let's talk this out.
Go ask around upstairs. When your sister was caught stealing, did I even lay a finger on her? She clearly threw herself on the ground.
Okay. I got it. I'll keep my dogs on a leash. Yep, you got it.
Nice improvement. You're really growing up. Let's go. Look, these sweet potatoes. They handle drought well, but hate too much water. You can't let them soak. So these trenches, we need to dig them a bit deeper.
Aunt Jiang, where did you learn all this stuff? Why haven't you done this before?
Knew this day would come. Shuarai accepts me. Because I'm his biological mother. That bloodline bond is strong. But these other people won't trust me so easily. Who you again? Who the hell do you think you are? Stuff that your own parents didn't even teach you. What obligation do I have to explain it to you?
Aunt Jiang. I was just curious.
If you want to learn, watch and learn. If not, get lost. One person gets curious, then another gets curious. Once they start asking, they'll never stop. It's better to just shut them down, right from the start.
Aunt Jiang, ignore him. Please continue.
So for this type of soil, it's fairly loose. That means, when we're digging the trenches,
Aunt Jiang, everyone else is trying to level out their fields, yet here you are, digging deep ditches. What, planning to start a fish farm?
Advisor Zhang, maybe you should go ask the magistrate. Exactly when you'll be getting that reward of yours.
Now that's just hitting where it hurts. We already have news on that. No need for a village woman like you to ask.
So where is Captain Zhang getting promoted to?
What does my promotion have to do with you?
Reeking of resentment like that. He looks like a dumped housewife. What rank did he even get?
I've been promoted to county inspector, directly under the magistrate, patrolling 700 miles of county territory and catching thieves. Congratulations.
Inspector Zhang, we'll be counting on your protection from now on.
It'll take over a year to build the inspector's office. In the meantime, the guards and I will be staying right here in Shu Village.
Waiting months for a promotion, just to not even have a real office space.
Also, Shu Village needs to elect a new chief. You better pull some strings with the magistrate to get one of your own guys in charge. Otherwise, that extra 30 acres you claimed might just slip right through your fingers.
That's gotta be Arui. The magistrate already knows him, and he praised me too.
No way. There's too many people in this village. I can't manage them all. Uncle Changeng, why don't you head down and be the chief?
Ugh, in these times, being village chief is a nightmare. And with my old bones, nah, definitely not. Absolutely not.
Why is everyone backing out?
Then who's gonna do it?
The chief's responsibilities are heavy. They must be fiercely loyal to the government. Not only do they assist the county office collect and deliver taxes, they also have to register forced labor.
Inspector Zhang, what if the original village chief comes back? Then what?
If he comes back, he goes back to farming. What else does he want?
Uncle Maoping was the chief for 10 years. What if he insists on taking his position back?
Since when is a village chief's position more secure than the emperor's? If I chop his head off, it wouldn't be so secure anymore, would it? Now, are you guys going to elect someone yourselves, or do you want me to appoint one?
Why do I still prefer him as a principal?
Since no one is stepping up, I'll just make the call. Mrs. Zhang of the Shu family, step forward.
Who is Zhang Shi?
Mom, Inspector Zhang is calling you.
Why me? This is a male-centric novel universe. It's definitely not our modern world of gender equality. Could I actually get these guys to listen to me?
A woman as village chief, ordering men around? That messes up the natural order. What a joke.
Zhu Yaozu, do you want to be chief? Zhu Yaozu, do you want to be the village chief?
I don't. But any man could do it. Just not a woman. Women can't handle real business.
Then tell me, what exactly counts as real business?
Listen up, all of you. Food is everything to the people. Putting food on the table is the biggest business there is.
Yeah, exactly.
Mrs. Zhang of the Shu family, I've noticed you have a very unique talent for farming. If you become the chief and make sure everyone has enough to eat, do you think you can handle the job?
Inspector Zhang made it clear. Whoever can keep everyone fed gets to be village chief. There isn't a single household with extra food right now. Being chief means worrying about feeding everyone else's families too.
Sister Lee is absolutely right. Nobody is obligated to feed the entire village.
So, the village chief position is a hot potato. Whoever takes it gets burned. For me, I've never kept my farming methods a secret. Anyone who wants to learn is welcome anytime. As for the harvest, I can't make any guarantees. It's up to God.
No matter what happens, survival comes first. Whoever can help me harvest an extra load of grain, I'll gladly call them my boss.
These are the refugees who learned farming from me before.
I am a village elder. When it comes to electing a chief, I get a say.
Grandpa Changgang, are you seriously okay? With a woman being the village chief?
What's wrong with a woman being chief? It's not like she's trampling on your family altar.
Yeah, I think it works. It works. All right, break it up. Let's go. Humph.
Village Chief Jiang, the county is building a road. Zhu Village must supply 50 able-bodied laborers.
What's the pay rate?
Pay? This is forced labor. There's no pay. They even have to bring their own rations. You think this is some hired gig, huh?
So they're supposed to work for the government on an empty stomach? If I bring this up, I'm gonna get cursed out.
Look, I don't care. Within 5 days, the laborers must report to the government office. If you drag this out, you're the one who'll take the punishment. In the past, we always had 2 months of forced labor every year. Building roads, dikes, boiling salt, digging wells. We've done it all.
If someone refuses to go, they have to pay 2 taels of silver to buy out the labor. Inspector Zhang said, the section of the road being built this time is right in front of Shu Village. We get to keep all the trees cut down along the road.
Chief, are you telling the truth? We can actually keep the timber? We really need lumber to rebuild our houses.
Not only that, it will also exempt us from this year's taxes.
Awesome, Chief. I'll go tell everyone. Yeah.
Mom, 100 doses of medicinal powder have all been packaged, and every single dose was carefully weighed on the steel yard.
Processed medicines are usually salves, pills, powders, glues, wines, syrups, teas, or lozenges. What exactly is this?
This herbal flu remedy is an instant mix. It turns into a medicinal broth when brewed with water.
This instant mix is actually quite good. The herbal scent is rich, and the taste is pure. But its effectiveness probably can't compare to a slow-brewed decoction.
But it's highly portable, allowing people to treat minor illnesses on their own. It's a great first aid solution. Even Magistrate Zhang has tried this.
The magistrate knows about this too. Aunt Jiang, since you've developed a new medicine, I'll go report it to my family's elders and see if we can acquire it. I'll give you an answer in 3 days.
I'll leave it to you then.
Mom, we were planning to use the money from selling herbs to buy premium seeds. But now,
Chief, Uncle Liugan went to borrow money to buy seeds and got detained by someone.
Who detained him?
Uncle Yujin was held by the Wang family. His eldest daughter married into the Wang family. He went to them to borrow money for seeds, promising to pay them back after the autumn harvest. The Wangs refused and got into a huge fight with him. They kicked the rest of us out, but kept Uncle Yujin inside and won't let him leave.
Right during the critical spring planting season, if something happens to Shu Yugen, there'll be nobody left to work. His family's fields. Brother Wang, where is Shu Yugen?
He's squatting in there all by himself. Go. Look, if you don't believe me.
I'm not going in. Bring him out. Or I'm not leaving. We've got all the time in the world anyway.
With her blocking the door, our restaurant can't even do business.
Did they beat you up?
Just superficial wounds. It's fine. I just don't have the money for premium seeds.
Auntie, this is the contract. Take a look. The Huo family is willing to offer 100 taels of silver to buy your herbal cold mix recipe.
No way. You definitely want the tech and recipe. But I'm not settling for some cheap buyout.
It seems Aunt Jiang has a different kind of deal in mind. Feel free to say it. Let's negotiate.
500 taels for the cold mix recipe. From now on, the Huo family will be the exclusive distributor for Zhang's pharmaceuticals.
500 taels. What on earth are you thinking? Many people couldn't make that kind of money in their entire lifetime.
Aunt Jiang, no pharmacy is going to pay a price like that.
Is my price really that high?
If this medicine didn't actually have potential, I would never spend this kind of money, or set up a dedicated counter for it in our shop, allowing you to sell your own manufactured drugs.
So, Mom, are we really going to sell medicine?
Of course. The foragers are hanging off cliffs. The sick are screaming in pain. But those selling the medicine are wearing silk. But first, we'll use this money to buy premium seeds and loan them out to the villagers.
Magistrate Zhang, all the arable land in Xu village has been fully planted with crops. Excellent.
So you've just taken office as chief. Are you running into any difficulties? The first female village chief in my jurisdiction, coming to see me. There must be some unsolvable problem on your hands.
The Huo family has already paid to buy the recipe and agreed to act as distributors for the medicine. Here is the contract.
This contract looks fairly reasonable.
It's just that the Huos heard that you had tried this medicine yourself, and they wanted to meet with you to understand its efficacy.
Well, you see, as a village chief, you should prioritize the livelihood of your villagers. Don't get too deeply involved in merchant affairs.
Magistrate Zhang, once I start manufacturing this medicine, the villagers can make money foraging for herbs. Once their lives improve, they'll be able to pay more taxes to the government.
You know what? This actually sounds like a great deed for the nation and the people. Tell you what, send them all over.
Thank you, sir. Next, I just need to teach the Huo family's apothecaries the process of brewing the cold mix. Shh. Where is the machine you usually use to shape the granules?
We just have these baskets, sieves, and dustpans. Use them. We don't have anything for shaping granules. Don't even know what granules are.
You run a pharmacy this big, and you don't even have a basic granule maker? You just keep quiet. That's a minor detail.
Mom, what's the Huo family trying to pull? They were the ones who asked to learn. Now they're giving us major attitude?
If we don't like their attitude, we won't deal with it. It was supposed to take 2 days, but I cut it down to 1. Once we're done, we hit the market tomorrow. We can buy whatever we want.
Got it, Mom.
In the modern world, pharmaceuticals are all automated. You rarely see primitive tools like this anymore. Now that I've seen it today, it's perfect timing.
Changgang. He's going around telling everyone that he has no intention of paying back the grain he borrowed from you.
He pays back exactly what he borrowed. I'm not even charging interest. Why would you refuse to pay me back?
You lend me old grain and demand new grain back. The value is totally different. I'm not paying it back. What are you going to do about it? Xu Ming, do you realize? What happens if you refuse to pay back the grain?
What could happen? The guarantors on the IOU are you village elders.
If you don't pay it back, then us elders will have to pay it for you. Humph.
Go take these sweet wormwood leaves, patchouli leaves, Elscholzia leaves, and wild chrysanthemums. Grind them into powder, then sift it thoroughly. Once we make the mosquito coils, we won't have to worry about bug bites at night. Okay.
Auntie, Uncle Yujin says the granary will be ready in 3 days max. Once the floor airs out and completely dries, we can start storing the grain inside.
Good. Did you check the fields? How is the corn looking?
The kernels are plump, and they're fully grown to the top. The yield will definitely be high, but the silks have just started to wilt. It's probably not ready yet.
Yugen Tiangi Xiaoman. I want you to get people out there to harvest the corn immediately. If we wait a few more months to harvest, we'd get several more bushels of grain.
By then, it'll be old, tough corn. It won't be worth anything.
We pick it overnight and sell it in the city tomorrow morning.
Corn that's so young, it's basically water. Who's gonna buy that? Yeah, exactly.
People will pay to try something fresh. It'll definitely sell.
Man, aren't you worried people will curse you out?
Curse me out? What for?
They'll probably yell at you for eating green crops.
Green crops? I'm not scared. I'll sell that corn at a premium. And then use the cash to buy more food to bring back. Think of it as robbing the rich to feed the poor.
All right, cool. Sir, the city gate guards arrested the chief of Xu village, Mrs. Jiang, and some villagers. They've just been brought to the entrance. What? Your corn barely weighs anything. It's not even fully grown. Who would be stupid enough to harvest it now? You definitely stole this from someone else's field and brought it to the city to fence it?
What is going on here?
Sir, this is genuinely corn we grew ourselves. With the city facing a food shortage, we had no choice but to sell early, to exchange it for aged grain to survive.
If you consume the green crops now, what are you going to do next year? Destroying unripe crops is a sin. Offend the earth god, and you'll yield absolutely nothing in the future. You must be severely punished to serve as a warning.
You talk so highly about cherishing food, but when the refugees and rebels destroyed crops last year, where were all of you to stop them?
Mom, the magistrate slapped us with a 500 cash fine. That really hurts. And he said we're banned from selling green crops ever again. What do we do now?
You two go tell the villagers right now to push the carts into the back alley and set up our stalls. With all the commotion we just caused, all the foodies in town know we're here. They're lining up to buy our fresh baby corn. All right, hurry up.
Got it!
You're selling these green ears for 5 cash each? The WEI family will take the whole lot.
Like the Wei family can even eat that much. 6 cash, I'll take a basket. My young lady absolutely loves fresh stuff. / everyone, don't rush.
This corn right here is 50 cash an ear.
Are you out of your minds? A single ear of corn isn't made of gold or silver. Why is it so expensive?
I was only buying it out of pity. Besides, corn is everywhere. It's not some rare luxury.
Have you even checked what season it is? Right now, who else is selling fresh green crops? We stayed up all night and dragged these all the way here. Almost ended up in jail for it. Doing all that for a few measly cash just isn't worth it. And Magistrate Zhang explicitly ordered A total ban on selling green crops from now on. Soon, you couldn't buy this even if you wanted to. Don't tell me you guys can't even afford something that costs 50 cash?
Nonsense. The Wei family doesn't care about a tiny sum like that. I'll take 10. Slash, you got it.
These are mosquito coils. I've made 4 different varieties. Mugwort, peppermint, camphor tree, and wild chrysanthemum. 50 coils of each type.
Excellent. How much?
Ha 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 ha. You know, this stuff, poor folks actually need it the most. Look, could we maybe avoid pricing this too high?
If you sell it to our pharmacy, we'll pay 2 cash per coil. How does that sound to you two? Ha ha ha. I heard you sold a single ear of corn for 50 cash. I thought you'd be tapped out once your baby corn was gone.
It was bound to be a bit pricier. But with these coils, I want to establish a long-term partnership with you. Great. We'll let Chaoyun lead the village women in making the mosquito coils for now. You stay with me to focus on the farm work.
Auntie, a cattle dealer showed up in the village. Brought over a dozen cows and mules with him.
Hey, cattle boss. This cow's coat looks totally dull and patchy. Is it sick or something? Wait, no, this cow is looking at me weird. Is there something wrong with it? Hey, if you don't know how to appraise cattle, keep your mouth shut. Look, I'm looking for your village chief.
You're looking for the chief? Yeah.
You're their chief? And a woman?
What, do I not look like a woman? Or do I not look like a chief?
I've just never seen a female village chief before.
Then tell me, when money clinks in a man's hand versus a woman's hand, does it make a different sound?
Haha, wow, not at all, not at all. Chief, how many head of cattle are you looking to buy?
I heard Yugen say on my way over that your cattle are in pretty bad shape.
Oh, come on, Chief Jiang. These cows of mine are all 8-month-old calves. I'll let him go for 6 tails a head. Every single one is a prime specimen. Don't listen to guys who know nothing about cattle, sprouting nonsense. This cow has large, round eyes. The whites flow clearly into the iris. A long neck, large hooves, and short, broad coats are marks of top quality. Exactly. Scholar XIA hit the nail on the head. This young man is quoting the secret manual of cattle appraisal. I've been in the trade for 20 years and haven't even learned it all. Ha ha ha. Chief, dragging these all the way here wasn't easy, since I've met an expert appraiser. Tell you what, I'll sell them to you for tails. I won't make a single penny off you. Plus, the government currently has a subsidy of 2 tails for every cow bought. If you dock another 2 tails from the villagers, you won't have to spend a dime out of pocket. Oh, and one more thing, Chief. I have a small favor to ask. Could you ask the scholar here to recite that cattle appraisal manual for me one more time?
Ha ha ha, sure thing. I'll take 2 cows, and I'll also buy a mule. But you've got to give me a real, honest price.
Ha ha ha, deal.
As for the government subsidy, we need to let everyone know. It won't be too expensive for families who want to buy their own.
Chief, running around in this blistering heat. Is there something you need my family to do?
Your calligraphy is absolutely beautiful, Scholar Xia. Scholar Xia, we're looking to open a school in the village.
To teach the kids how to read and write.
Well, after the villagers finish farming during the day, they'd like to sit in on some evening classes too.
Sai, I'm just a scholar with limited knowledge.
They're not trying to pass the imperial exams. They just need to learn enough to keep the books.
Well, I'll do my best.
Mom? Scholar Sia's lecture yesterday drew a crowd like he was handing out free silver. The whole village showed up.
So, did you learn anything?
Yeah, he taught us the characters for sun, moon, and man. I memorized them all.
Good job memorizing them. Keep going today. Okay.
Hey. Xiaoyun, going out of your way to attend lectures. Aren't you exhausting yourself?
My mother-in-law said, if you want to learn, you can't be afraid of hard work.
Oh please, listen to reason. Learning is for the men. Abandoning your kids just to go have fun yourself. That's so unfilial.
Xiaoyun, are you really not going? Just yesterday you said it was fascinating.
Mom, when I went to the lecture, the other aunties said that ignoring my kids to go out playing makes me an unfilial wife.
Who said that? Was it Sister Pi or the Lin woman? It doesn't matter who said it. What matters is, stop living your life based on other people's gossip. Xiaoyun, as we make more mosquito coils and medicines in the future, if you don't learn more, how are you going to manage things? I can't be the one running around forever and micromanaging everything, right?
Exactly.
The more you know, the more successful you'll be, and the easier my life gets. Whenever I finally get to step back from everything and just chill every day, that's when you're truly being filial.
Mom, then I'll go every single day. I'm done listening to those gossips.
Madam Jiang, the mosquito coils are selling like crazy. A ton of grocery stores are coming to stock up. They're selling them for 5 cash apiece, and demand is still outstripping supply. We need to increase production. Can you make 10,000 coils in 10 days?
Arui, you're in charge of hiring. We're on a tight schedule and a heavy workload. Offer 50 cash a day.
Got it. Xiaoman,
You go assign tasks to the workers. Who picks the chase tree leaves? Who picks the mint and mugwort? Who handles the drying? Make sure you delegate it all clearly.
Okay.
Also tell Xiaoyun to oversee the quality of the coils and keep track of the inventory.
got it, Mom.
You've been selling these for a while and just now remembered me. Were you afraid I wouldn't pay up?
Not at all, sir. The floral water with a much stronger mosquito repellent effect was just finished, so I rushed it over to you immediately.
Ha ha ha. All right.
Madam Jiang, this floral water has mint, honeysuckle, and mugwort. It kills bugs and stops itching topically, and also treats heat rash, dermatitis, and burns.
But I don't plan on making the recipe public. I'll provide the floral water in small bottles at 10 cash a bottle. Deliveries to your shop will be every 3 days, and we'll agree on the quantity in advance.
Mom, let's hurry back to the village. Someone is trying to raid our granary.
Who's raiding the granary? Did the rebel soldiers return?
Xuyaozu and Wang Xiaoju brought 8 guys with them, insisting on taking our 500 pounds of corn.
Yaozu, when the family split, you were the one who said, I'd farm the land, and the crops would support Mom's retirement.
Humph, you call yourself a man, but the words out of your own mouth, how can you just flip and deny them?
This is Shu family business. What does it have to do with an outsider named Tian? Mind your own business. Keep your nose out of where it doesn't belong. Back off, or I'll rip your skin off. You. Yaozu and I need food to survive out there too. You don't get to hog everything. Yaozu, what do you say? Brother.
I really didn't make any money out there. And tomorrow is Shioju's dad's birthday. I need to bring a gift. So just give me a cut of the grain to sell for cash. No way, the grain has already been handed over to Mum. How much can Mum possibly eat by herself? It's obviously just feeding your family. Sister-in-law Wang, you hired us to come move the grain. Are we moving it or not?
Move it.
Sorry, folks. We brothers are just doing what we're paid to do. Whatever family drama you've got, sort it out yourselves. Boys, load up the grain. Hey, you.
What are you planning to do now? Are we treating them as Shu family members? Leaving them for me, the village chief, to deal with? Or treating them as Wang family and turning them over to the authorities? They brought a gang to steal grain. If they're Zhu family, naturally, I, the chief, will discipline them. If they're Wang family, turn them over to the magistrate.
Brother, I know I was wrong. Please don't send us to the magistrate. Xiola is waiting for us at home. He can't become an orphan.
If you don't want to go to the magistrate, then you'll answer to the village chief.
Getting scolded by Mrs. Jiang is definitely better than rotting in the county jail.
Auntie, Yaozu and I are obviously still Shu family.
Uncle Changgang, these two backstabbing traitors, how should they be dealt with according to village rules?
Whip them with chased tree branches until they confess.
Mom, I heard being whipped with those branches hurts to the bone. Most people can't handle it.
Brother, don't hit me. It was all one Shioju's idea.
You're the one who brought the gang? To steal the grain? I'm not even a Shu family member. Why should I be beaten? I'm getting my Wang family.
Auntie, the Wang family brought Administrator Song over. Jianxi, someone in town reported that your XU village is illegally detaining people. Release them immediately. Mrs. Jiang, where are the men my sister brought?
Brother Wang, those bandits were naturally handed over to Captain Zhang's inspectorate to be arrested.
Pure nonsense. The Wang family's daughter-in-law brought those men to help move. What do you mean, bandits? Jiangxi, as a village chief, you must handle matters by asking for the clear facts. You can't just listen to one side of the story.
They brought a gang to rob a farmer's grain. Both witnesses and evidence are right here. Caught red-handed. How is that not clear?
You're just a lowly village chief. Who are you to declare them bandits? XU Yozu, I was so wrong about you. You clearly brought people here to steal grain for cash, and now you're pushing the blame onto me. You worthless piece of trash.
You two are absolutely useless, doing nothing but ruining things. Shut your mouths! Administrator Song, you heard that clearly enough, right?
Jiangxi, stop your arrogance. As the ancient saying goes, a woman's virtue lies in her ignorance. I beg to differ. The ancients actually said, a man's virtue is his true talent, and a woman's lack of arrogance is her virtue. What this truly means is, no matter how talented a man is, if his morals are corrupt, he is worthless, and even if a woman lacks formal education, as long as her character is noble, she is equally worthy of respect. Whatever. Let's go.
Scholar Jia, what brings you here?
I just got back from town. The young manager, Huo, asked me to pass on a message.
What message?
Manager Huo said, in a few days, the Huo family will send someone over with Ophiopagan seedlings and asked you to prep 10 acres of land.
10 acres? Yes. When I discussed the herb-growing partnership with Manager Ho before, I thought we'd just start with an acre or two to test the waters.
I just went down to our fields to take a look. Our second batch of rice and corn is ready to harvest. We can use the cleared fields to plant the herbs.
But Mom, we only have one granary. We can't fit all that grain.
Auntie, there's no place to dry it either. If we store damp grain, it'll mold.
The most convenient place to dry grain is the county granary. Plus, it's so empty in there right now. You could race rats in it. Inspector Jung, I'd like to pay our grain tax a year in advance. I'm aiming for outstanding taxpayer. We don't owe much this year anyway, and it'll help ease the county's food shortage. Getting ahead of the curve might even earn us a reward.
No one has ever paid taxes with damp grain before. Magistrate Zhang might not accept it.
Then I'll have to trouble you to ask him for me.
All right.
Mom, someone from the county office is here. Who is it?
Auntie, Magistrate Zhang sent us to collect the tax grain. He also said, while every region is currently waiving taxes, you are voluntarily paying yours. Such righteousness deserves to be publicly commended, as an example for all to follow.
Following my example is one thing, but saying they're here to learn just means they want a tour of the fields, and I have to feed them.
Magistrate Zhang also sent over a piece of his personal calligraphy. We'll take our leave.
Mom, I never thought I'd see the day when we'd hang a magistrate's calligraphy in our home. Our ancestors must be blessing us, yeah?
Compared to the Lord Zhou calligraphy he promised earlier, it falls way short.
Exactly. I wonder when Lord Zhou will actually write one for us.
Sir, the corn submitted by Mrs. Jiang of Xu village, once fully dried and converted into tax grain, is enough to cover 8 years' worth of taxes.
What? 8 years?
Aunt Jiang, Magistrate Jiang said, if you don't want it all deducted as future taxes, you can lend it to the government for now, and they will compensate you with other supplies.
Magistrate Zhang is certainly good at pulling off switcheroos. What kind of supplies are we talking about?
You can trade the grain for bricks, stone, and building materials.
Clerk Zhao, here is my grain deposit receipt.
Village Chief Jiang. The material inventory hasn't been fully sorted out yet. If you're paying with your grain credit, you can take a small amount, but definitely not a lot, huh? Tell you what, if you buy it outright with cash, I can squeeze out some bricks and stones for you.
You want me to pay out of pocket? I can't just deduct it entirely from my grain credit? What about the price? Rest assured, Chief Zhang.
Even though the grain credit exchange has strict rules, I guarantee I'll give you a satisfactory cash price.
Thanks.
Mom, Clerk Zhao is clearly taking kickbacks from selling these materials.
He isn't the one calling the shots. He's got the supervisors and the deputies above him. 2 whole layers of officials. He's just an errand boy. Besides this kind of thing, even if we report it to Magistrate Zhang, it's useless. Doing so will only piss off that whole group and make things harder for us down the line.
Are we really going to spend cash on lumber and stone? Yes.
The village desperately needs new housing, and it has to happen fast. Otherwise, when the rainy season hits, we'll be stuck in shacks, and everyone will get drenched.
Rebuilding the whole village is a massive task. One family can't do it alone. Chief, what's your plan?
I'm planning to have everyone pitch in and help each other build. Whenever a family is building their house, the homeowner only needs to provide the bricks and stones. The other families will provide labor in exchange for work points. Once the entire village is rebuilt, we'll settle the wages, or work points. As for the order of construction, we'll draw lots.
What about the people who don't have their materials ready and can't build right away?
After the draw, they can swap for a later number.
The Shah family gave us a heads up. They aren't rebuilding.
That leaves 34 households. Uncle Chungking, go ask around. If any other families need building materials. Blue bricks, roof tiles, lumber, or stone blocks. If they do, let me know. I'll go to the county office and buy them at a discount for everyone.
Got it.
Clerk Zhao, here is 26 taels of silver, and the list of materials I need.
I've long heard of Chief Jiang's righteousness, donating acorn powder for the starving refugees, and now, single-handedly, rebuilding an entire refugee village. You truly are a heroine, a role model for us all. Yeah, well, no other village manages to build new houses collectively. You sure got guts, Chief Jiang. Keep these claim tokens safe. Materials will be distributed daily based on these tokens.
Mom, hurry up. Grandpa Changan and the others are all ready.
All right, let's go.
Starting today, Zhu Village begins its collective rebuilding of our homes. We announce this to our ancestors, praying they bless their descendants with safety and peace in our new homes.
All right, let's get to work. Magistrate. In just 5 short days, XU Village has already finished 2 courtyards, and they're starting on the 3rd.
Our courier station has been at it for a month, and they're still just levelling the ground. Not a single wall has been built. A bunch of useless trash. All they know how to do is slack off.
Magistrate Zhang, we were hoping to pay to hire a few craftsmen from the station. Is that all right?
Mom said, the craftsmen the government brought in for the station are all top-tier experts.
Sure. These drafted craftsmen are serving forced labor for free anyway. Converting their time into silver isn't a bad idea.
Madam Jiang, I should have come to XU Village to visit you, but I've been tied up with too much work. Apologies for making you take the trip here.
Good thing you didn't. The whole village is deep into construction. It's a chaotic mess with endless things to handle. Coming out here actually gives me a nice break.
The reason I wanted to see you is to ask about the Ophiopagan seedlings.
All 10 acres have been planted, and they're growing quite well. It's just that Ophiopagan grows too slowly. I want to plant motherwort instead. Ophiopagan takes 2 to 5 years to mature, but motherwort only takes 1 season.
Mom, the magistrate is coming to our village.
Why is the magistrate coming here?
Mom, after taking a lap around the village, the magistrate headed straight for Scholar Sia's house.
It's been a long time since I've enjoyed such a thrilling game of Go. Shuyan, you a fan of these? You didn't go easy on me at all.
Fortunately, look here. I managed to secure my liberties on this side.
You're wrong. Watch this move.
Oh my. All right then. I concede.
I never expected this tiny village hut to be such a perfect little haven.
I was out in town delivering medicine. Apologies for keeping you waiting, Magistrate Zhang.
Oh, it's fine. The county office is always swamped with work. It's rare I get to steal a half day of peace. Nikshin, the courier station construction is making 0 progress, so I came to check on it and figured I'd also take a look at the grand site of your village rebuilding.
Grand site?
Who would have thought? A year ago, this place was full of displaced refugees, starving and freezing. For you to lead everyone to work together for mutual benefit is truly a massive achievement.
You can't show off in front of officials. These compliments are dangerous. No real rewards. Just the capable do more work. And next thing you know, he's dumping more tasks on me. Magistrate Zhang, though the houses are rebuilt, the village is still dirt poor. We don't even have tables. We have to use dustpans as dining tables and squat on the floor to eat.
With how fast Zhu Village is developing, you'll definitely be wealthy in a few years.
That's hard to say. We are still in the middle of a war, after all. But speaking of Scholar Jia, this is the perfect time to bring him up. Magistrate Zhang, what do you think of the scholar you were just playing Go with? Impressive, right?
What are you getting at?
He used to receive the state stipend for scholars, but after failing the exams repeatedly and being mocked, he suffered a mental breakdown. The local education officer called him mentally unfit, said he disgraced the scholarly image, and stripped him of his stipend.
Don't tell me you want me to restore his stipend eligibility.
I just feel that, since he didn't actually cheat on the exams, we shouldn't just erase his years of hard study so easily.
The state stipend is an annual reward for active examinees. It's not a lifetime guarantee for anyone. Scholar Xia failed repeatedly, so naturally he lost it. That education officer was just following the rules. He did nothing wrong.
Magistrate. Xia Shuyan holds a legitimate scholar title. Could we at least exempt his household from taxes?
Yes, that's doable. Tell him to go to the county education office and get it on the record.
The scholar drags his sick body every day to teach the villagers at night school, educating the people. It's truly commendable.
I will absolutely report this to the education officer. Night school.
When everyone is free in the evening, the scholar holds classes for everyone. The whole village, old and young, women and kids, all attend his lectures to learn morals and reasoning.
No wonder. No wonder. Shu village is so different from the rest. Everyone is selfless and helps each other build houses. Turns out it's all thanks to the scholar's influence.
What about my credit? Did it just vanish into thin air?
Such an outstanding individual deserves to be rewarded. Scholar Xia, later today, you're coming with me to a local leadership summit.
A local leadership summit?
It means the magistrate is gathering all the local gentry and mayors in one place to hold a meeting.
But you're just a village chief, and I'm just a lowly scholar.
I might be just a village chief, but I report directly to Magistrate Zhang, and you were personally invited by him.
Jiangxi. The men are here discussing official business. As a woman, it's highly inappropriate for you to be here. Leave, if we're talking about inappropriate.
Your family's ancestral shrine says, Heaven, Earth, Sovereign, Ancestors, Teachers. Why don't you carve out the word ancestors?
What the hell does that mean?
That shrine includes your mother, grandmother, and female ancestors. A whole bunch of Song family women are on there. Having them on your sacred shrine, isn't that highly inappropriate? You. Hey, Station Master Cow! Quick question. Can we squeeze 2 more chairs into the meeting hall?
The furniture is all in that room. Chief Jiang, I'm not trying to make things difficult for you, but if you need anything, go grab it yourself. I'm genuinely too busy right now. Sorry. Jiangxi, what a disgrace. Go find your proper place immediately. Jiangxi, you are in the presence of the magistrate. Cease this insolence. Go sit off to the side right now.
If we don't sit here, we'll end up by the door, where the wind is strong, and slaps you right in the face. Whatever. At least I have Scholar Xia to share the embarrassment with. No sweat.
Indeed.
Enough. Magistrates, gentlemen, today I called you all here just to gather with you, the local leaders, and have a casual chat. So please don't be so formal. Just relax.
The magistrate is so close to the people. It is truly our blessing for Pingchuan County to have a parent official like you. We are incredibly fortunate.
Ha ha ha, sit down. Gentlemen, Lihua Town recently suffered a great catastrophe, and the former mayor was murdered. Therefore, this year, we must promote a new leader to take charge. Administrator Song has worked tirelessly, taking control of the situation. So, I have decided Song Junhang will be appointed as the mayor of Lihua Town.
With the magistrate's appreciation, I will definitely stand up for the people. and help Magistrate Zhang solve any problems.
However, I heard that recently you have quite a few complaints about Chief Zhang of Shu Village.
It's way beyond a few complaints. I am extremely dissatisfied and full of grievances. No, Magistrate. I just feel that with XU village full of refugees, Jiangxi, being just a woman, is incapable of managing the village's affairs.
Is that truly what you think?
Since the magistrate entrusted Lihue town to my management, I'll make bold to share a few thoughts. XU village has already been rebuilt. I suggest we find a more reliable person to serve as village chief instead.
Mayor Song, tell me this. Since I became chief,
Have I made any mistakes? What gives you the right to say I shouldn't be chief?
Even if you haven't made any mistakes yet, there's no guarantee you won't in the future. As the ancients say, women are unfit for great deeds.
I don't know how you came up with that ridiculous logic, but I'll lay it out for you straight. Shu Village is a refugee village. Everyone gathered here who didn't want to return home had their own struggles. Disease, poverty. Life was like a massive mountain, suffocating them. We went from having nothing and living in shacks through torrential storms, and it was me who took the lead, encouraging everyone to work together and rebuild our home, just as Mayor Song said. Since ancient times, women have struggled to achieve greatness. We not only have to put in twice the effort, but even after we succeed, men doubt and suspect us, trying to steal our credit.
Hey, Jiangxi, that's total slander. Magistrate, I have no desire to steal credit or seek fame. I'm merely worried about XU Village's future.
the matter of replacing Shu Village's chief, never bring it up again. As the mayor of Lihua Town, your job is to support the administrators and village chiefs, not to use your power to suppress your subordinates.
The magistrate is absolutely right to reprimand me. I am deeply ashamed. I will definitely put the people first from now on.
The suffering of the people requires everyone here to be more diligent.
Magistrate, I am willing to donate 2 bags of grain to the Fushentang orphanage and 10 bullets of cloth for their clothing. I would like to donate a batch of seeds to Lihue Town.
Good.
Magistrate Zhang, I have a small request.
Go ahead and speak.
I want that small valley 2 miles outside the village, called Clear Spring Bay. I want to build a pharmacy there.
That's something you need to discuss with Mayor Song.
Clear Spring Bay. You should know what happened there, right?
I know. During the war, a few families there were forced away. Their fate still unknown.
Not just that. The night the bandits breached Lihue Town, a lot of people died. And all the unclaimed bodies are buried right there. Aren't you superstitious about that?
After the war, with mass casualties everywhere, is there really any clean land left? Even Zhu Village was burned to ashes.
All right then. That piece of land is yours. However, the deed to the land is still at the county office. If the original owner's descendants ever show up.
The clerk has already processed the transfer. Oh, if the original owners return, just casually give them another plot.
Magistrate, you've already handled it all. So why did you purposely ask my opinion?
Now Mayor Song should clearly understand that I'm under the magistrate's protection, right? So don't do anything stupid in the future. Building this pharmacy is actually beneficial for everyone. Number 1, by collecting large amounts of herbs, I can provide the surrounding villagers with a source of income. Number 2, it generates tax revenue for the government.
Excellent. The payment for the land and the taxes. I can let you delay payment for half a year. But after that half a year is up, you better not be short a single penny.
Don't worry, sir. I'll definitely pay up in half a year. Okay, I don't have any money anyway. All I have is my life. By opening this pharmacy, I should be getting government grants and land. But Magistrate Zhang is broke too. Sigh. I'll just drag out the payment for a year or so and see what happens. Once he finally hands over Lord Zhou's calligraphy, then I'll pay up.
Mom, Between the mountain, the village, and Clear Spring Bay, we have properties in 3 places. Can we even handle all that?
Magistrate Zhang can manage an entire county. You don't have to micromanage everything yourself. From now on, we'll just hire people to do the work. Go to the village and ask, who wants a job?
Okay, Auntie.
What about the stoves and drying racks for the pharmacy?
I'll head into the city and find Dejin to help us sort that out. In a bit, I'll give you some blueprints. We need to build a water mill, a row of 7-star stoves, plus clay pots, large and small sieves, water clocks, hourglasses, large scales, and small steel yards. I'll write up a list for you. We need to stock up on all of it. Qiaoyun, you've memorized the brewing steps for the motherwort mix, right?
Yes, Mom. I've got it all memorized. We need the seeds, flowers, husks, stems, the whole plant. It requires 16 pots brewing simultaneously.
You take Sister Qin, Sister Li, and Tian Tang with you. If you need more people, just let me know. Okay. Where did you find such a massive artist conch mushroom?
What, you mean this? It looked weird, so I brought it back. Mom, is this a medicine too? Is it Lingji? Mom, with a Lingji this huge, could it bring the dead back to life?
Artist conch is also known as flat-top Lingji. It's related to true Lingji, but it's not nearly as valuable. The prices are completely different.
I thought it was a 1,000-year-old Lingji that just turned black.
There's no such thing as a 1,000-year-old Lingji. All Lingji only live for a year. They die when winter hits. What's left behind is just a chunk of old wood.
Why do the old tales lie to us then? Mom, over at Clear Spring Bay, there's a grove of old trees. Their roots are covered in these things.
Then hurry up and harvest them all! Wood Lingji has basically the same effects as Lingji, and it can be used as a natural mosquito repellent.
Mom, I purified the mugwort oil and camphor essence this time. How is it?
Not bad. For this year's mosquito coils, we'll spray them with this essence first, then package them up. As for the price, we need to bump that up too. This batch of mosquito coils is made from carefully selected and processed ingredients. The herbal powder was mixed into clay, pounded repeatedly, dried out, and then soaked in essence multiple times. A coil like this burns for a long time, the scent is long-lasting, and it repels mosquitoes incredibly well.
How much? How much?
I've named it Hidden Spring Incense. It's 20 cash per coil. Before, to break into the market, I was only selling them for 2 cash each. But this new luxury mosquito coil can't go any cheaper.
Hidden spring incense?
I've carefully blended 24 different herbs into it. Not only does it repel mosquitoes, it also calms the nerves and refreshes the mind.
With the production costs being this high, selling it for just 20 cash would be a loss. The average commoner can't afford this price anyway, so we might as well upgrade the packaging and price it at 30 cash.
Deal!
Madam Jiang, that motherwort mix you delivered last time, the main branch has already tested it. I'm thinking of pricing it at 15 cash. What do you think?
Works for me.
I've been doing business with you for a while now, and I must say you're incredibly knowledgeable. You're definitely not an ordinary woman.
Well, I've lived for many years. I've seen a lot more than most. So naturally, I know a bit more. You know, I suddenly realized getting older isn't such a terrible thing. You can totally pull the respect your elders card and boss people around.
Humph, you're right about that. Next year, I'm planning to leave Yuzhou and become a traveling merchant for a few years. I want to see the customs of different regions.
You're going traveling to do business during a war? Isn't that way too dangerous?
The new army has pushed to the Bar River, facing off against the old regime across the water. As long as I avoid the riverbanks, I'll be safe. I heard there's a troop over there from our county. The commander's last name is Ni. Supposedly, he's incredibly strong. One of Lord Zhou's top fierce generals.
The male lead became a top commander in just 2 years. Talk about unlimited potential. But in these male-centric novels, the protagonist always gets off on the villains. Regret, shock, and begging. That's the whole point of the story. I'm just a minor villain who was supposed to be crushed at the beginning. But somehow I've survived this long. When he comes back in glory, am I expected to grovel and beg for my life? No way. Absolutely not happening.
Mom, should we head back and do inventory on the herbs?
No, we're going to see Magistrate Zhang.
Your pharmacy is already producing medicine. Isn't it time to pay some taxes?
Figures? Money is the only thing Magistrate Zhang cares about. Sir, the pharmacy just produced its first batch of cold mix. We still need to gather all sorts of herbs. The workers are inexperienced and can't rush production. And we haven't turned a profit yet. It'll be half a year before I have any tax money.
If you're short on manpower, just hire more people. If the village doesn't have enough, take a few more refugee families back with you.
On our way here, I did notice a lot of refugees with their families.
Sigh, as long as the war continues, the refugees won't stop coming.
What you said, sir. I will consider it carefully. However, the main reason I came today was to ask for a favor with a difficult matter.
Go ahead and speak.
Previously, when we sold green crops, we almost made a huge mistake. Thankfully, your compassion for the people meant we were only given a light warning. Our villagers are incredibly grateful for your immense kindness, so we wanted to bring you some fresh baby corn.
There are clear, explicit rules forbidding anyone from touching unripe crops.
Show the magistrate the farming ledger.
Okay.
Sir, if we plant according to the methods in this ledger, we can actually get 2 harvests.
You can get 2 harvests?
If we harvest the first batch early, we can immediately plant the second batch. Every single day is meticulously planned. The fields are never empty, and the people are never idle. We survive day by day through sheer hard labor, fighting the earth itself for food. I hope you can make an exception for us, Magistrate.
Fine, I agree. But you are only allowed to sell outside the city. You cannot bring it inside the walls.
Understood. Let's go.
What is a stinking country hag doing in a silk shop? Such bad luck. Stand back. Don't let your stench reach my young lady.
Then please ask your young lady to stay far away from me, so I don't accidentally stench her.
What the hell are you saying? You won't step back yourself. And you dare tell us to move?
I'm an old woman now. I can't let my blood pressure spike. Every time I get mad, I get another wrinkle. It's just not worth it.
Boss you. What kind of establishment are you running here? You let country hags like this wander in and out?
Which household does this arrogant, unreasonable maid belong to? Unreasonable. Standing in someone else's shop, completely disrespecting the owner. And people actually claim this is the best silk shop in Pingchuan County.
Miss Xiaoing is right. Yes, this is just a small, humble shop. We obviously can't compare to the grand stores in Jinzhou City.
Running a business means dealing with crap sometimes. Whenever you run into some unreasonable brat throwing a tantrum, you still have to force a smile. Because you can't afford to offend them, right?
For VIP guests like us, of course you need to serve us properly. As for this country hag, you should kick her out right now.
What an idiot. I just called her a pig to her face, and she didn't even notice.
Ha 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 ha. Forgive me, Miss Xiaoing. In our shop, everyone who walks in is a guest. We treat them all exactly the same. Boss.
Wrap up these 2 coin purses for me.
Coming right up.
Stepmom, what are you staring at?
Was that woman my sister-in-law? Impossible. Jiangshi is a total country bumpkin, who's never even been to town. Why would she be here in the city?
Stepmom, what are you looking outside for? Are you trying to get out of buying me this fabric?
Jinying, sweetie. Buy whatever you like. Ever since I dumped Nifantian on Jiangshi and hid in Jinzhou City for over a decade, I've almost completely forgotten what she looks like. I must have mistaken her for someone else, right?
Madam Jiang, are you renting this courtyard to live in yourself, or?
I'm using it to store herbs and goods, but I'll also have people living here full time. By the way, who lives next door?
Next door? That's the Du family. That courtyard was locked up for over 10 years. They just opened it up a few days ago. And they're hiring servants right now. Word is, the ones who moved in are Madame Du and the eldest Miss Du. The Madam is the second wife. The Miss is from the first wife. But apparently, this Madame Du is actually really good to her stepdaughter. I heard over 10 years ago, she had a child of her own. But to focus on raising the eldest Miss, she sent her own kid out to the countryside.
Madam, what's wrong?
Nothing, my stomach is just killing me. Hurry and take me back to the manor.
Madam, take a look at this place. Overall, it's pretty nice.
That woman looks exactly like Jiangshi. Follow her, find out who she belongs to.
Sister Kin, my madam wants to ask you a few questions. Do you know Zamawan?
Yeah, how is his family doing?
Are Darui and Irui married yet?
Darui died a long time ago. He drowned when he was 6. Only Irui got married.
Darui died? What about the rest of the family? Tell me everything.
16 years ago, Moan's sister brought back a baby boy named Nifantian, and we haven't heard from her since. Mawan went out looking for his sister, but he got beaten up, was brought back, and died of illness 2 years later. The next year, his parents died too. Moan's wife, Mrs. Jiang, raised Irui and Xiaotian all by herself. Chief, a lady in the city called me over and kept asking all about your family. I've never seen the Su family's daughter, but looking at that lady, she kind of resembled your mother-in-law. Do you think she could be the Su family's daughter?
The protagonist's mother? 16 years ago, the Du family's first wife died in childbirth, leaving behind a daughter named Du Jinying. Master Du loved his first wife deeply. His heart broke for his motherless daughter. And seeing the wet nurse treat the child as her own, he married the wet nurse Xu Shi as his second wife.
If she was a wet nurse, she must have had a husband. What happened to her original family?
Word is her ex-husband married someone else and kicked her out. Listening to all this, the male lead sounds like he's Xu Xiaolin's son with her ex-husband. But Xu Xiaolin never had an ex-husband. Come on, let's go confront Xu Xiaolan. All these years, she abandoned her kid and lived the high life. It's time to settle this score. And while we're at it, uncover the male lead's true parentage.
What did you just say? My sister-in-law is at the door.
Yes, ma'am. No, I can't see her.
If I see Jiangshi, all the secrets I've been hiding will be blown wide open. I'll go chase them away.
Madam, this is bad. Jiangshi brought a bunch of village women, and they just forced their way in.
Sister-in-law showing up at my door. What is it going to take to end this? Name your price.
You tell me clearly right now, whose child is Nifantian?
That's none of your business. Stop asking questions.
According to what I've heard, Master Du was originally a live-in son-in-law for the Nai family.
I have no idea who the Ni family is. I've just been away from home for so long, and I missed my parents and my brother, so I asked Sister Chin for an update. If I'd known they were already dead, I wouldn't have even asked about the Shu family, and wouldn't have this shrew showing up at my door. That kid shouldn't have been raised in our house. Dragging my parents and brother down, that's my deepest sin.
Judging by Xu Xiaolin's reaction, Nifantian must be the child of Master Du and his first wife, swapped out and sent to the countryside.
Here is 50 taels of silver. Take it and stop asking questions. Go deliver a letter to the master. That little brat can't be allowed to live.
Yes, madam.
Jiang Shi, back then, Xiao Tian was raised with the help of the entire village. That's how he grew up. Now that Xu Xiaolan wants to compensate us for all the hard work of raising him, I deserve a share, and so does everyone else.
Oh, so when there's meat, we all eat together. But when the male lead comes back for revenge, you better be ready to take the beatings together too.
To be honest about it, it's true, we can't say. Erui's mum took bad care of Xiaoshan. Country folks raise kids a bit rougher. Yelling here and there, a slap here and there, it's unavoidable. His own mother abandoned him. For you, as his aunt, to raise him this big is already incredible.
After we divvy up this money, the remainder will become the Xu family's education fund.
A what? A fund?
From now on, any Xu family kid who studies and gets top grades will have their tuition and exam fees paid from this fund. Rank first and there's a bonus.
Now that's a brilliant idea.
When any woman in the village gives birth, during her postpartum recovery, we'll use this fund to buy chicken for her. The family with the most work points at the end of the year will also get a cash reward from this fund.
Working earns work points. And work points mean cash?
Exactly. So this money won't last forever. We still need to grind and make more. Station Master Cow, our village has green crops to sell. Could you please keep an ear out among the passing merchants to see who's buying? We'll hold an auction in a month.
Chief Jiang, that's easy enough. But I have a small request.
What is it? Go ahead.
Chief Jiang, I'd like to provide the venue for the auction and act as the auctioneer.
He wants a cut of the profits. But the station has plenty of space. And with Station Master Cow managing things, it makes it a lot easier for me. Fine, here's a contract I drafted. Take a look.
The dividends from Xu Village's Clear Spring Bay Pharmacy. You're giving me a free share. I'm not sure about this.
When there's money to be made, naturally you want to scale up. But a tall tree catches the wind. So I wanted to pull you in, Inspector Zhang, to provide some cover.
Ha ha ha. Well, in that case, it would be rude to refuse. If you run into any trouble from now on, just send someone to find me.
Honey, since I've been back these past few days, I accidentally bumped into my sister-in-law. So I asked her a few questions.
I've told you before, not to contact your family. Why won't you ever listen?
Do you have any idea what happened to Nifantian during his time at my family's house these past few years?
What could possibly have happened? The 10 taels you sent back is more than enough to raise him.
After we left, my brother came looking for me. He got beaten up. And the medical bills ate up all 10 tiles. And my eldest nephew drowned to death. And my parents both passed away too. That little brat is a total jinx. Honey, could it be that Ni's dying curse is coming true?
Nai died because she was too pissed off. What does that have to do with us?
But what if? Back then, when she was close to giving birth, she caught us having an affair. She was so furious that it triggered early labour. She bled out right after.
I, Niai, curse you with my dying breath. If my son, Nifantian, dies young, I will turn into a vengeful ghost from the deepest hell. I will haunt you, Su Xiaolan, for the rest of your life.
You, shut your mouth.
You will have nightmares every night. And everyone who shares your blood will die a horrible death.
Back then, the Eni family made a deal with me. If Ni gave birth to a boy, Amsun, the family fortune goes to him. If it's a girl, I get both the child and the fortune, so I swapped Xiaolan's daughter for Ni's son. If that kid ever shows his face in front of the Nia family, my entire fortune is gone. Tear Nifantian up and send him far away. If he resists, kill him. Yes, sir. And that country hag Jiang Shi, kill her too. We need to eliminate all loose ends.
Yes, I'm on it.
Auntie, someone is pretending to be your nephew.
How do you know he's a fake?
Auntie, that guy. is wearing Dungjo cloth shoes. He's obviously a city slicker. Your family is from the mountains. Mountain folks don't wear shoes like that. He's definitely a scammer.
Fine, where is the scammer? Let me see who has the guts to run a scam in Shu Village.
Uncle Jen, where are my aunt and my cousin? Don't rush. They're up on the mountain. They'll be right down. With nice houses like these, why haven't they moved down? You didn't know? Out of your cousins, only one is left now. The rest either died or ran off. They've been gone for ages. Gone? Damn it. Why didn't you say so earlier? It's a tragedy. You're here to see your aunt. We can't just dump all this bad news on you right away. You, who the hell wants to see her? Hey.
Xiu? Did Shu Shaolin send you? You knew that guy was bad news. Yet you recklessly charged at him anyway, and got yourself stabbed.
Auntie Uncle Yugen took some guys to chase him.
Did they catch him?
No, the guy hid in the mountains and vanished without a trace. Do you think he'll come back?
Definitely. That's why I had people set up a bunch of traps at the village entrance, even right at our doorstep.
Out of the 5 thugs who snuck into Shu Village, 3 are dead. 2 got away. Mayor Song, I told you ages ago to investigate the outsiders in this town. How exactly are you doing your job? This is a massive screw-up on your watch. How should you be punished?
Inspector Zhang, don't get mad. I've been checking thoroughly, but there's a festival these past 2 days, so there are a lot of people moving around. It was just a momentary slip-up.
Your momentary slip-up almost led to those thugs burning down my pharmacy and injuring my workers. I had to shut down production and pay their medical bills on top of that.
So what do you want to do about it?
Magistrate Zhang is expecting my taxes in 6 months. You are going to write a formal statement detailing exactly what happened here and proving that the shutdown wasn't my fault. You also need to report the identities of these thugs to the authorities and investigate this fully.
I just had someone come identify the bodies. One of them has been identified. He's a local drifter from our town. Now, we just follow the trail. The moment I have news, I'll inform you immediately.
So right now, we just wait.
Just wait. Until when? 3 days. You have 3 days, Max. If you don't have answers by then, I'll march into town and wipe them out myself. I just became mayor, and now I have a bandit crisis on my hands. Then resign.
2 days. I'll have answers in 2 days.
You and Jinying must return to Jinzhou City immediately. Take your servants with you too.
Yes, sir.
As for the identities of the attackers, we still haven't figured that out yet. The household registry is a mess right now. A lot of people are completely undocumented. However, I've logged it all with the county office, and we will keep investigating. We also checked the DU family residence. There really is no Madame XU there. And we don't know if this whole thing has anything to do with Xiaoshan.
Shu Shaolan is a living, breathing person. How can she just vanish into thin air?
Magistrate Zhang sent us to summon the DU family to court for questioning. We also searched their house, but there is no Madame XU. No record of her at all. Looks like this is going to be a dead-end case.
If you don't believe me, you can ask Shu Yugen from your village. He went to the Du family looking for her too.
When we went to the DU household this time, the back gatekeeper and all the servants inside had been replaced. And that flower trellis we knocked over when we broke in last time, it's completely walled up now. We didn't see XU Xiaolan, but we did see Master DU. Master DU said that after his wife died years ago, he never remarried.
Let's wait a couple of days and go back. By then, they'll have probably broken the lease. And Master Du will be long gone.
Station Master CAO says, all the merchants for the green crop auction are here. The green crops XU village is selling are the absolute first batch of fresh baby corn in Bar County this year. The starting prices have have already been listed out. Everyone, please bid at your own discretion. Last year I bought right from the fields, for only 4 cash a pound. This year they've graded them, with different prices, for different qualities. No more cheap deals to be found. This corn isn't even that impressive, and they still want 10 cash a pound? That's way too expensive.
Boss son, this baby corn, is completely different from your average corn. And our corn is grown using a special method. We're the only ones who have it.
Special method? I'll believe the only one's part, but isn't that a bit of an exaggeration?
Since you're all here to buy from me, you've obviously asked around elsewhere. Is anyone else growing this right now?
Obviously it's grown in other places, but the only people eating fresh baby corn right now are in Lord Joe's manor, and they only grow small batches next to the hot springs. None of that ever hits the market.
Mom, the baby corn those merchants just bought has all been packed up and sent off with them.
And who did you save that reserved batch for?
For Magistrate Zhang.
Auntie, Magistrate Zhang is outside settling the refugees. Take a break for a minute.
There are still so many refugees.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. But that just proves the new army is winning. Otherwise, these refugees would have fled somewhere else.
Your techniques for growing green crops, would you be willing to teach them to others?
Magistrate Zhang, if I teach them to others, what's my reward?
As for a reward, Zhu village will be allowed to sell green crops inside the city walls.
Auctioning green crops out at the courier station makes us way more money anyway. Sir, that calligraphy from Lord Zhou you promised me, when am I getting it?
Jiang Shi, there's something I need to say to you. Your contribution of the acorn powder to save the people was certainly meritorious. But, compared to your pharmacy and farming techniques, it's practically insignificant. If you settle for just a piece of calligraphy now, it severely undersells your talent and contributions. There is no such thing as an immortal, infallible emperor. But there are immortal legends. A single piece of calligraphy can't possibly compare to a 10-mile monument and a century standing stele.
He's just trying to carve his own name into history, isn't he? Drawing me this massive pie in the sky. But hey, in front of a monument of virtue, scholars must dismount their palanquins, generals must dismount their horses. Even Lord Zhou himself would have to show some respect. That is definitely more tempting than just his handwriting.
Mom, Lihua Town doesn't even have a single monument yet.
Forget Lihua Town. Even Pingchuan County only has one pharmacy. Thank you for your guidance, Magistrate Zhang.
I heard your pharmacy is expanding.
Yes, we're expanding. Excellent.
And then why don't you take a few refugee families back with you? See if they can be of any help.
Mom, those refugees we just saw are all sick or injured. If we take them back, they can't even work. They're just dead weight.
These refugees may have traveled a long way. And sure, they're sick right now, but they've got good, strong bones. If you ask me, you village chiefs should each take some and settle them in your villages.
These refugees came from far away. They obviously don't want to live in a village. They want to live in the city.
Oh, yeah. Hey, madam, I saw you walking around here earlier. Are you looking to buy some servants? I'm willing to sell my daughter to you.
This kid is too young. I'm not buying her. She's already 6 years old.
She can do any kind of work. Laundry, cooking, anything.
I'm not buying. Leave.
You useless thing. I can't even sell you. Go. Chief Jiang, if you're looking to buy people, I can take you to the slave market to have a look.
Thanks.
Let's go. Yeah. Hey, madam, how about taking a look at my wife? She barely eats and works like a mule. My wife, she can serve tea and meals during the day, wash clothes and make shoes at night, and plant rice in the fields too. A 5-year contract, only 5 taels of silver.
The mules we raise in our village don't even get worked that hard.
She's my wife. She's lucky to find a good master. If you think she's a hard worker, Then just pay a little extra, and our whole family can move into your village with her.
If we buy her, we'll have a whole pack of leeches trailing behind. If you show even a hint of mercy, they'll latch on and suck you dry. Not buying. You can't even get yourself sold.
If I can't sell you today, I'll beat you and these two useless brats to death. Hey, kid, that lady over there just bought someone for 20 taels of silver. 20 taels? She's that loaded? Then I definitely asked for too little earlier.
I already told you I'm not buying anyone from your family.
Madam, you're rich, just do me a solid and take all 3 of them. 20 taels each.
This mother and her daughters are incredibly timid and covered in bruises. If I just leave them here, they probably won't survive much longer. Is this woman your lawful wedded wife?
Yeah, of course she is.
Then why did you bother spending money to marry her in the first place?
At the time, she had a tiny waist and big hips. I figured she could pop out a son.
So did she give you a son?
Because this jinx couldn't give me a son. That's exactly why I'm selling her.
If the 3 of them are jinxes, why would I spend my money to buy them? Are you trying to curse me on purpose?
Hey, I don't care about any of that. You already agreed to buy them. 3 people, 60 taels of silver.
When did my mom ever agree to that?
Me buying her isn't entirely off the table. But you have to agree to one condition.
What condition?
You write a letter of divorce and include the 2 kids in it as well. Acknowledge that these 3 jinxes have nothing to do with you and that you didn't intentionally try to curse me. Only then will I pay for them. Otherwise, you can take them all back, and I can have some peace and quiet.
Fine. I'll write it. Madam Tan, 10 years with me wasn't a bad run. Now, I've even found you a good place to land. Don't forget to be grateful to me later. Madam Tan, it's time for you to sign the deed of sale. Here, sign it quickly.
I don't know how to write.
Just stamp your fingerprint then. Here. Wait, why does the deed say 5 taels per person? And the money goes to Madam Tan? You blood-sucking rich elites. All you do is bully and rob, as poor, hard-working commoners.
The divorce letter is right here. You have no connection to Madame Tan and her daughters anymore. As a completely unrelated stranger, get the hell out of here!
Hey, what's going on? I'm undivorcing her. I'm not divorcing her. Young Laosan, what is the meaning of this? The county office is right over there. Are you trying to start a riot? Well, whatever. Let's just go. Let's go. Keep moving. Get back.
Madame Tan, here is 15 taels of silver. Take it. In a little bit, take the kids, and we'll hit the market to buy some clothes and supplies. Ari, at the new pharmacy, we're not going to brew motherwort and Lysimachia powder mixes anymore. We're going to make this. This is the recipe for Jinkao tablets. We're making pills. They specifically treat diarrhea and dysentery. A lot of the refugees have caught an epidemic lately. I plan to give this recipe to Magistrate Zhang first to trade for some things. Oh, right. We need more herbs for the anti-inflammatory pills, too. Make sure you arrange to buy a bunch of those. Got it.
Jinkao tablets contain euphorbia, knotweed, and plantago. A recipe like this is incredibly valuable. Aren't you afraid of it leaking out?
Secrets are important, sure. But compared to human lives, they mean absolutely nothing. The world is constantly changing. I'm just doing the little bit that I can.
Excellent. You truly have a heart for the people.
You flatter me, Magistrate. I only hope that when the pharmacy is in production, you can cut us a little slack. And while we're at it, secure official positions for my son and nephew.
All right. How about this? Have Erui join the works department, And let Xiaoman join the patrol battalion. That way, it's convenient. Could you do me one more favor?
These two kids almost joined the county office before, but because of family matters, they couldn't leave.
No problem. Before, they would have entered as unpaid conscripts. Now, they'll enter as official clerks. Not a problem at all.
Hurry up. Hey, Boss Bai told everyone running the streets in Lihue town to get their gifts ready ASAP. For what? Xiu Xiaoman joined the county military department and is in charge of Lihue town's security. He is our new boss now. Boss Bai says we need to get our gifts ready fast and go pay our respects. Let's go, Mum.
Station Master Cow just told me that from now on, we can use the station's carriages whenever we want. We still have to pay the subsidy fee, but it's way cheaper than the old rental fee.
Auntie, Yang Laosen came to the village causing trouble and even injured Madame Tan. What?
How do they still have the nerve to show up?
I caught him and hauled him to the county office, but the office just sent him right back.
Why?
They said it's making a mountain out of a molehill. A complete waste of time. They said since your family has two officials, a petty thug like him, you can just punish him however you see fit.
So from now on, our village is basically self-governing.
All right. I came to talk to you about the drought. Look at this weather. Hasn't rained in ages. The crops all over the county are dying, acre by acre. How come your village's crops are totally fine?
Mayor Song, that's because our village waters them with magic water. So they're fine.
Magic water?
It's brewed from willow branches, salicylic acid. It's a new concoction developed by my pharmacy. Dilute it with water and apply it to roots or leaves. It boosts yields and harvests, and makes the plants drought and alkali resistant.
Excellent. I'll take £100 right now.
No problem at all. Oh, I'll send some guys over to your fields right away to teach them how to use it. But about the payment, we need to settle the bill first.
You're charging me?
Oh, come on, old song. Making this stuff isn't easy. I just want to cover my costs and a little labor fee. That's not asking too much, right? The willow branches might be cheap, but you still gotta pay for the intellectual property, old song.
Auntie, Mayor Song, the magistrate ordered all mayors and pharmacy owners to report to the county office immediately.
The blistering heat has caused an outbreak of stomach bugs in the army. We urgently need medicine. I expect your full cooperation and support in this matter. This booklet here lists the medicines each pharmacy needs to produce. A booklet? Can you believe Clear Spring Bay donated their recipe to the government? Sure, it buys them a little clout, but they're losing out on serious cash. What a bunch of idiots. Magistrate, may I ask who exactly is the owner of this Clear Spring Bay pharmacy that donated the recipe? Village Chief Jiang.
I am Jiang Shi. I know a little about herbs. Coming from poverty myself, I know the suffering of the common people. That is why I donated the recipe to the government.
It's actually a woman. So short-sighted. No wonder she donated the recipe and threw away all that profit.
The recipe donated by Chief Jiang has already been commended by Lord Zhou. Guards, bring in the rewards. Yes, sir. Lord Zhou gifts 20 tiles of gold and 1 premium Chengni inkstone.
Thank you, Lord Zhou.
Magistrate Jiang, Clear Spring Bay's manual mentions a drought-resistant potion. What exactly is that? And with the county currently suffering a drought, why haven't we seen this potion used to save the crops?
Have you used this potion? How well does it work?
Humph, some folks in town have used it. It really does work wonders for the crops.
Chief Jiang, this anti-drought formula concerns the livelihood of everyone in the county. Would you be willing to make the recipe public?
You want my secret recipe for free? That's not happening. How about you share one of your secret recipes, and I'll share mine.
I run a rice shop. I don't have any secret recipes that can save the masses. To trade with you.
Well then, how about you spill some of your dark family secrets? Instead, that works too.
Chief Jiang, you're joking. If it's a dark secret. How could I possibly say it out loud? My surname is Jiang. I am an advisor under Lord Zhou. I'm here to deliver Lord Zhou's commendation to you and to meet Neophantian General Ni's family. Does Chief Jiang happen to know where they are?
To be perfectly honest, I am General Ni's aunt.
Oh, you are General Ni's aunt? Then why have I never heard you mention this before? Having such a powerful backer, bringing glory to your ancestors, shouldn't you be broadcasting that to everyone?
Family drama? It's hard to explain in just a few words. All I can say is that fate is cruel. When Xiaotian was just a month old, Xu Xiaolan dumped him with the Zhu family. Until Xiaotian fled to Yuzhou City, she never showed her face once. Sigh, over these years, I buried my husband, my eldest son, my in-laws, one by one. I was all alone, raising all these kids by myself. Exhausted to the bone, my temper naturally got a bit short. Until the rebel army stormed the city, and Zhao Tian fled with the village chief. All these years, I've always been afraid that deep down he resents me. The protagonist must have broadcasted his tragic backstory to everyone. Advisor Zhang already assumes I'm the villain. That's why he's trying to provoke me with that cold attitude. What do I do?
Auntie, why would Xiaoshan hold a grudge against you? When it came to food and clothes, my auntie never once shortchanged him. Everyone in the Zhu family knows how hard she worked to raise Xiaoshan, even though he doesn't have Zhu family blood.
Xiaoman, how can you blab about that so casually?
Something like this isn't something to just throw out in public, is it? Chief Zhang, let your nephew finish speaking. Something this huge. Why did General Ni never mention it? He only said he was mistreated during his foster years.
It's a family scandal.
Chief Zhang, you better clear this up. Why doesn't General Ni have Shu family blood?
It's complicated. A while back, Xu Xiaolan suddenly sent assassins after Xiao Tian and dragged our pharmacy into it. Tell me, if she was really his biological mother, how could she abandon him for 16 years and then try to kill him in the end?
We've found a lead on the pharmacy attack. The culprits are operating around Jinzhou. I've already sent an investigation request, but haven't heard anything back yet. I'll have General Ni look into this. If General Ni isn't of Shu blood, and you raised him to adulthood, you are his great benefactor.
Let's skip the benefactor talk. Raising kids always ends up offending someone. I just hope Xiao Tian doesn't hold a grudge against me.
If Chief Zhang knows anything else, please tell me everything.
Arui, go wash these clamshells again. Boil them and let them dry out.
Mom, what are you getting ready to make?
Skincare products. I wanted to make them before, but never really had the motivation.
Skincare? You mean fragrant balm?
Yeah, an ointment that protects your skin and keeps it moisturized. Oh, right. Outside, there's some astragalus. Angelica and snake gourd root I brought back. Take those herbs and crush them into powder, too. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Chief, heard you're building a massive school?
Yep. From now on, every kid in the village over 5 has to go to school for 4 hours a day.
But then there'll be no one to do chores around the house. Nobody's going to agree to that.
If a kid is caught doing chores at home, during school hours, or working at the pharmacy, their family's entire output of mosquito coils for that day will be confiscated, 0 work points.
All right, but Scholar XIA is just one guy. He can't teach that many students by himself.
That's why I'm going to the county to hire a few more teachers. Different teachers, for different age groups.
Got it, Chief.
Xiaoyun, you're pregnant. Stop pushing yourself so hard.
Yeah, a cousin. Cousin!
You still recognized me right away. Xiaodian, you're back. Have you eaten yet?
Auntie, I haven't eaten yet.
There's still some plain porridge left inside. Is that okay? When you're cold and starving, any bite of food is an absolute blessing. Xiaoyun Arui, go get your cousin a bowl of porridge. You know everything?
You said Ni is my real mother. Do you have proof?
Here's your baby blanket. The embroidery is clearly the work of the Ni family in Jinzhou City.
Then I'll have to ask you to accompany me to Jinzhou City, Auntie.
Butler, yes sir. Are the holiday gifts for the Ni family ready?
Don't worry, Master. All these years, we've never once skimped on the gifts for old Master Ni. Anyone would praise you for your loyalty and devotion.
Nai and I were childhood sweethearts. It's just a shame our fate was cut short. Since she left this world early, it's only right that I take care of her parents for her.
Chief, how did old Master Ni never suspect that his granddaughter is a fake?
When Nie gave birth, there probably weren't any Ni relatives around. So, whether Nie had a boy or a girl was completely based on Dubaolian's word. Nie was a sharp businesswoman. How could she not have thought to plant some of her own people around her? Before she found out about Xu Xiaolan, Nie must have been deeply in love with Dubaolian and completely trusted him. They are Old Master and Madame Nie. Why did you tie them up?
I told them I was Ni's son, but they didn't believe me. Called me a scammer, and were gonna call the cops and throw me in jail. So I had to use this method to get them to shut up and listen. Believe it or not, Auntie, this is my only shot, and I am going to get justice for myself.
Makes sense. A protagonist acknowledging his lineage is just a minor side quest in his epic journey. Whether the Nie family accepts him or not doesn't really matter. His only real enemies are Dubaolian and Xu Xiaolan. Did you show them that piece of fabric from your baby blanket? Other people in these stories have birthmarks, jade pendants or plum blossom brands to prove their identity. Nai Fantian is trying to prove his identity with just words. And the Nie family doesn't even think they lost a child in the first place.
I did, but he doesn't remember it.
The items my Nie family prepared for our only daughter were the absolute best. This fabric is fine, sure, but it's nowhere near the quality of what we'd use for my daughter. The embroidery technique is definitely ours, but the stitching is so plain, it absolutely wasn't done by any of the master embroiderers assigned to my daughter. Dear, do you remember something?
I remember when our daughter was heavily pregnant. Our family sent her a batch of average quality silk, not wanting to refuse our family's gesture. She had the maids use the fabric to make some baby blankets. We still have some at home. So Nie Fantian.
He's definitely your biological grandson.
Impossible. I personally went to Pingchuan County and brought Jinying back to Jinzhou City.
If you personally took Du Jinying away, why didn't you ever question where the wet nurse's own child went?
Xuxia's child. They said he was sent to her family to be raised.
I am the child that the wet nurse sent back to her family. But the wet nurse is not my biological mother.
That's impossible.
I raised Jinying with my own 2 hands. She is my granddaughter. You are Xu Shu's child. Don't even try to trick us.
Auntie, I'll leave this to you for now.
He's preparing to grab Dubaolian and Xu Xiaolan and drag them here too.
Jiangshi, you again? I already gave you the silver. Why won't you let this go?
Xu Xiaolan, if you thought 50 taels was enough to shut me up, you were way off. This is Jinzhou City.
Not Pingchuan County. You can't just run wild here.
I'm not here for silver this time. Xiao Tian said he wanted to find his biological mother, so I brought him. As his birth mother, you should probably see him.
No, I won't. I won't see him.
When that child was sent over, he was covered in bruises. My in-laws claimed he was hard to manage, and just tossed him to us to be raised like a stray dog. You abandoned him for 16 years. As his own mother, you didn't even ask about him once?
Shut up. How much money do you want this time? To drop this?
Xu Xiaolan, is this child really your biological son?
Whether I birthed him or not, It's none of your damn business. Stop asking questions you shouldn't be asking. How much do you want? Is 500 taels enough?
Auntie, dealing with someone this stubborn, there's no point in being polite. They've lied so much, they've lost their damn minds. I'll give you one more chance. Who am I?
Nyefantian, you dare kill your own father? Heaven will punish you.
Father, you think you deserve that title? Tell me, where is my mother?
Your father died a long time ago. Knowing the truth won't change a thing. Without me, the Enya family will never acknowledge you. You'll always just be a bastard. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, what are you doing here? If I weren't here, I never would have known that you shipped my flesh and blood grandson off to a mountain village and that you two almost had him killed. I'm going to get justice for Yinji. Hand over all the properties immediately. Mother-in-law, mother-in-law! All these years, I've treated you two with more devotion than a biological son. Even if I made a mistake, you have to remember the decades of hard work I put into running those shops. Even if you don't appreciate the results, appreciate the effort. You can't take them back. Mother-in-law.
Old Master Ni gave me 500 taels of silver as compensation for raising me. I won't accept this money. Taking the protagonist's money is a death wish. I'll be leaving first thing tomorrow morning. You're leaving Jinju City too? Why don't you come with me? And burn some incense for your mother? All right. Once I head back to the village, I won't have to worry about the protagonist threatening my life anymore. You want me to deliver something to Lord Zhou?
Exactly, and a letter. Deliver them both to the royal manor.
Jiangshi, a commoner, pays respects to Lord Zhou.
Jiangshi, in Zhang Zheng's letter, he states that you taught the people new farming techniques. Is this true? It is true. Then why did you teach it to others?
Is that really so hard to understand? When I have only one bowl of water, I'm reluctant to share it. When I have a bucket, I can spare a bowl for someone else. But when I have an entire river, of course I'm willing to irrigate the earth and share the wealth. But pitching that logic to a local warlord probably isn't the smartest move. I have suffered far too much in the past, so I can't bear to see others suffer the same fate. Since I became the village chief, it's only natural that I do something for my people.
Excellent. From saving lives with acorn powder to educating the masses, your contributions are immeasurable. Tell me, what reward do you desire?
What is this? Am I ordering off a menu? And without a menu, I can't exactly just say surprise me. Before, Magistrate Zhang wrote a calligraphy scroll for me, and all the other village chiefs were incredibly jealous. I would like to request an even better scroll from your highness, something the other chiefs could only dream of having.
What do you all make of this Jiangshi?
Just an ordinary peasant, but her honesty is quite rare. Your Highness should reward her heavily and make it public. I have investigated. General Ni was indeed swapped at birth. He was raised entirely by Jiangshi. Jiangshi has a kind nature and cares for her neighbors. A man raised by her certainly wouldn't be lacking in character. Your Highness can safely entrust General Ni with critical responsibilities. What? You asked the Lord for a calligraphy scroll?
Am I not allowed to?
The Lord's calligraphy acts as an official title. Do you think he just hands those out like candy? And with General Ni about to be heavily promoted, they're definitely going to be far more careful with rewarding you.
So I'm just stuck to the male lead for the rest of my life, huh? Magistrate Zhang, I'd like to borrow someone from you for a bit. Who? Your advisor. I want him to help me dig into all of the Huo family's assets and properties.
What?
I'm buying into the Huo family business. I'm taking a 20% stake in all their shares. But before I do, I need to know exactly what I'm dealing with.
Impossible. Why would the Huo family agree to let an outsider take such a massive cut?
Because I promised to develop one brand new medicine for them every year. Sure, I can't guarantee every single one will be a game changer, like the fever reducer, but stuff like mosquito repellents and incense coils are a breeze.
Wait, you can actually do that?
Yep, drink your tea.
Mom, Magistrate Zhang, approved the construction of your virtue monument in Stele. They're about to start building. Come on, let's go check it out. Magistrate Zhang also said, you get to name the virtue monument yourself.
Then let's call it the Gate of Blooming Fortune. A gate facing the sun brings wealth. I hope from now on, endless riches flow directly into Shu Village.